What's up? What's up? Why is it so fucking... There you go. Time for some LJL. What is it working? Working. Amazing. Mm-hmm. 10 minutes! Red. New day, new LJL. Do we have more of that quiz? Do we have more of that quiz that we done yesterday? Let's see. Yes, we do. Junglers. Let's see. Okay. The fabled lost of them all. Let's see if you're smarter than a jungler or not. I mean, these are junglers. Like, come on, guys. Come on. There is no chance that one of them gets more than 3. Okay, to be fair, I have no issues with junglers. It's just funny.
Take 3. Take 2.
So that's the junglers. Okay, he doesn't do that. Junglers always doing their own thing. You cannot tell a jungler what to do. That's very typical. Who's the best jungler? They're gonna say Junjia probably. Guy's a little world champion. He should say me. Okay, that's right. Absolutely warranted. Yep, that's understandable. Okay, Levi, you know, camaraderie with his own countrymen. Karsa might say Karsa, but I think Junji. I think Junji is like a very obvious answer here. Ooh, Karsa went for Levi as well. Feel this, that's yep, and even he says, wait, the most people said Levi then? Nothing against Levi, but I feel like it's Junjia, like he's Junjia, you know? Nonetheless, how long does LeBlanc's clone last? I remember this from yesterday still. Ever since then, I already had to sleep. I already forgot most of them, but I remember this is 8 seconds. Give me the points. 1 second. Okay, they know nothing. How long does Darius positive last level 1? I still remember. Okay, sorry. How long does Darius positive last? I still remember this one as well. 5 seconds. Yesterday I said like something else, but it was 5. Okay, I thought something longer as well. Oh no, actually I said 3, right? Whatever. They know. They know that. Yeah. What lot of varying answers. Can Cassiopeia buy boots? What is this question? Like, that's her whole thing. What is this question? This, of course not. It's a meme. Okay, if anyone says yes, then I don't know. The guy should be fired. This is a joke. Obviously shouldn't, but this is like her whole thing. It's like, is Timo annoying or something? Well, of course you can't. What? There's no chance anyone gets this wrong.
No.
Yep. No. Yeah? What? Junjia, no! I trusted you! Junjia! Why did you do this? My worldview has been shattered. What? Why? Okay, maybe he shouldn't be fired, alright guys? I told you, but maybe he shouldn't be, but... What? Also, do you remember how, like, from the other pros, the questions were, like, asking a bot laner, what is the Elias cocoon in, like, all the levels? Like what is the Alice Cocoon? Like level 1 to 5, and then from junglers the question is, can Cassiopeia buy boots? I do sense some kind of discriminatory actions against bot laners and supports Riot Games. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That was... Okay, whatever. Noxus Champions chose the Pot of Exile. That was Riven. I still remember this one as well. Mel doesn't know. Riven. Yep, okay, he knows. So many... Wait. How does he know? Toki was the other one who know this one. Why are the Vietnamese players know this? Do they also use like titles just like in China? What? Why are the Vietnamese pros knowing this? Maybe they're just too smart. This is LeBlanc. I don't even need to read the question. LeBlanc, yep, LeBlanc. Junji, what are you gonna be? Oh, he already said the right answer. I was like, it would be really funny if he said something completely different, like Timo. But he was the first one. He got it correctly. Okay, Junji. How many did you get correctly? Wait, okay. These guys got quite a lot. I know I said at the start that the max is gonna be 3. But like, come on, this is a big cheating here. Cassiopeia? Really? Cassiopeia? Also, the LeBlanc question, that's also like quite easy. Come on, guys. Like, this is cheating. They got 2 freebies. All in all, I'd say like it's about 3 for most of them, but this is cheating. The supports got like way harder questions. I'm just, yeah, that's less than half. Yeah, I'm not sure how much they got. 500. Okay, this is, by the way, this is cheating. This is absolutely unacceptable from Riot Games. Junja got the least. Okay, I mean, this is funny. Levi got all the right. I think he's the only one who got it right. Nonetheless, this is a fun series to play. I think all in all, I did quite well in the questions. It's not my fault that Riot Games are favoring junglers just like every single season. If us support and bot laners would have gotten real questions, not about mid laners and junglers and top laners, if we would have gotten real questions, everyone would have gotten 5. Everyone knows the smartest people in the game are the supports. And if you disagree, write me a comment and boost the algorithm. Oh, this is amazing. I might do it in the future. Alright, this is amazing. I'm back to LJL. I think that's it. Yeah, I did. Okay, wait. We have 2 minutes left. That's amazing. How are the standings looking like? Actually, I might be pulling up the standings. Okay, how the standings looking like here? So basically, you need to win. Okay, the standings are a little bit weird. The standings are a tiny bit weird here because you need to get points. So DFM Academy has already played their match. They have went 2-1, that's 3 points. 3 points is 6. They have first cycle, they went first. It's like 6 plus 5. So they have 11 points. So DFM currently sitting at 11 points. However, they are they're finalized. DFM is definitely qualified alongside Burning Core and Reject. QTD, since last time around they beat Reject. And ever since then, they just went 3-0s. Reject. Sorry. So what's happening? As we can see, we're going to be having a rematch of Reject versus QTD, formerly known as Sengoku Gaming. But what you should know is, last time around, we already seen this matchup, like in the first cycle. Actually, QTD, or back then, Sengoku was the one who won against Reject. And because of that, actually, QTD is already qualified for the first bracket, which is like the seeded in the semi-finals position in the playoffs. Now, why do we need for Reject to win? I mean, we don't need it, but if they don't win, we need a little bit of a luck, or I guess like it's all selection, like all the semi-finals and the quarters as well as selections, and I don't think anyone would want to choose Reject. So we are pretty much guaranteed to have Reject versus QTD in the finals. However, it's still important because rematch, last time around, Reject suffered their first loss, and QTD might be here to prove that they are the best team, undisputed, once and for all, before the playoffs. Obviously, the finals is gonna be the real test. But QTD already qualified for the seeded seed. Others are still fighting for that. Reject needs to win this game. That's like the easiest way for them to qualify. If Reject doesn't win the game, and the Burning Core win their game, oh, they already won. Wait, what? Also, they're already at 9. I don't get it. Oh, if Reject doesn't win, it's DFM who's gonna be seeded. If Reject wins, it's DR who's gonna be seeded. But now we're gonna be watching Viral Youth versus Carhat Children. Viral Youth versus Carhat Children, which is gonna be pretty important for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is because Viral Youth is not in just yet. Carhat Children already cannot make playoffs. They have looked quite bad, I would say. They've won only one single game against Bravely, the team who literally has not won a single game in the Storm cycles. So Bravely is the only one who hasn't won, and Karachi only won against them. I feel like this match is gonna be a little bit easy for Viral Youth, but they need it because their schedule has not been easy. They lost their first 2 games, and if they win here, they're gonna get 1 point, and with that 1 point, they're gonna standing at 7. Yeah, with that 1 point, yeah, they definitely need to be here. Also, I mean, they still like haven't really 100% made it. Okay, so basically, okay, here's it. Viral Youth needs to win here, but they're probably gonna be winning. If you assume they're winning, because again, that's like the most possible outcome. If we are assuming that Viral Youth wins here, they would be at 7 points. And then Dreamy 24, Young and Gaming, the match right after. That would be very easy. Whoever wins that one is gonna be in. Whoever loses that one is gonna be out. That's it. It would be pretty easy. Wait, I think, yeah, because head-to-head, I'm pretty sure, okay, I'm not sure how this works, but I'm pretty sure if Young Gaming wins the next match, they would be in. It's a little weird, I'm not necessarily sure about all the head-to-head rules, but I think that's how it works. This should be an easier game. Hopefully, they're gonna be doing some funky stuffs, but if everyone just doing the normal stuff, they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't lose. Is there any SCP content? Tomorrow starts the thing. Okay, I'm gonna be checking out that probably tomorrow then. I'm obviously gonna be streaming tomorrow, like that's not a question. I need to sneeze.
なんで戦術広げようとして、苦しむっていうのはよくあることなので。となるとこの試合は自分たち通りバレルユースらしいまずはドラフトをして自分たちらしい戦い方ができるかどうかというのがまず注目点になりますか。 まあそうですね。ただその勝ちにこだわってるかどうかにもよるんですよね。なるほど。バレルユースってこう勝ちには確かにこだわるかもしれないですけど、
Alright.
成長にこだわってるように、感じるので。
Alright, chat. Alright. Let's get into shape. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit out of shape. I'm a little out of shape right now. Meaning, I feel like I got cold a few days ago still. I'm gonna have cold for quite a long time. Okay, and also I cannot hear anything to my right ear. Oh Jesus Christ. It feels so weird, I cannot hear anything to my left ear. Sorry, my right ear. Doesn't change much.
これで J スバイがトップティアですね。バルスは消しました。まあ J スとバルストレード、J スと
Oh my god. Sorry, it's not the pleasant feeling.
そうですね。かなり枯葉チルドレンはファーストピックで J スを好む印象がありますけれども、ただこうなるとバレルユースアンベッサバイなんかこうなんて言うんでしょうね、確定 CC コンボそうですよね、抑えられますよね。そうですね。ここまで読んでジェイス渡したということになってます。こういうなんでしょうね、1体だけ OB チャンピオンいるとかいうドラフトになった際にコントロールしやすいっていうのはポイント。
What do we have? Do we have any info now? CP, I mean, I've seen a ton of posts.
このセットで取られることはもう分かっててやったということですか？そうです。その上で考えなくてはいけないです。
Oh wow, that's pretty nice.
だからバイアンベッサ取られて何するか。倍に対するカウンター、ウーコン、さらにはフレックスピックとして後期の選択になりました、カレハチルドレン。まあ、いろいろできるようにドラフトは組みましたね、カレハは。入りに行くこともできるし。
I wish I was there. Wow, though. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow this. Looking pretty nice.
早めにここは AD キャリーを抑える選択になりましたか。
But that's for tomorrow.
取ったってことは、後ろに入っていく構成ですね。カイサ後期のマッチアップになった際、カイサ結構レーニングきついですけど大丈夫ですかね。
Okay, what do we have in here? First pick Jace. Makes sense now for a Gwenban. And best to reply with the Vi. I'm not necessarily liking the Vi too much, but where are you gonna be winning with her? Normal reply with the Wukong, a little bit of engage. Corky still could be mid lane. I guess like this would be a lot of AD, that's probably AD Corky. And the reply is Kaista. Okay. Some AP mid laners in the ban table, that's also making sense. I'm not sure how popular Swain is. Jericho, I think plays a Swain, that's why you would see this band here. Well, but Rakan still open, that's gonna be the pick for Saki. Yesterday, I think he also played the Rakan, and that was pretty good. As far as I remember, he had a really nice performance on the Rakan yesterday. あとオリアナとかオーロラを出させないようなミッドチャンピオンを出したいですよ。ジェリコもこうアカデミーリーグの経験があるプレイヤーです。今シーズンからこのカイル・ハチルドレンに合流したプレイヤー。そのジェリコにアジールを渡します。 There's Ozir. Ozir. Corky Ozir. Picked with the Zyra support. Okay, that's a kind of cooking. That is not usual. Reply might be the Oriana. That's such a boring draft, but it makes sense. Makes sense if this is an Oriana. Just have the range. You know, just keep up the range. Or the new LeBlanc. The LeBlanc then it is. I mean, I guess like her range is also fine. We have 3 Arcane versus 1 Arcane. I feel like Vero Youth is winning this one, guys. How do you beat 3 Arcane?
これでバイルブラになりましたから、かなりそのミッドレーンでのキルプレッシャーっていうのもかかりますよね。
Yeah, Valle LeBlanc is pretty insane though. I mean, Orivis band is definitely would have been the pick otherwise. But I think like LeBlanc was like the original pairing with Valle, wasn't it? Wasn't she? Okay, not necessarily sure, but definitely that's like it's a very, very strong combo together.
そうですね。はい。お互い削り合いになりますから。はい。逆に気になるのはそのボットのマッチアップですよ。結局のところ後期がボットレーンに行って解散のタイミングになりましたし、オケルモンも得意ピックの平ですからね。はい。これはめちゃめちゃきついです。まあ一つ注目していらっしゃったラッキー、そしてサキがどう耐えるのかと。はい。まあもう4分でさっさとトップ側に逃げましょう。ボイドグラブの方に。はい。
There you go. We are in game. We are in game here.
ただラッキーが育たないことにはその最終的にバレリウスが相手側に入っていく時のダメージソースがないわけですからね。もちろん
Let's see. Yesterday there has been so many delays. The TR client was not working. Not just for us, like NACL had like a 3-hour delay or something. It was not the greatest. Hopefully today the TR client is back to working again. It's like 1 PM now. When this match was supposed to start. Okay, that's pretty good. So far we're on track. Like we don't even have a single second of a delay so far. That's pretty good. And that's not too bad. It's good to see. We should be getting into the game soon. But yeah, again, like this is... We don't have any delay. That is crazy. After yesterday, we had like in total like an hour of a delay. We are having a little easier time today. Kara Children versus Vero Youth. This is an interesting game here. For multiple reasons. If Vero Youth wins here, which is... I'm gonna get that, it's very probable. But if Vero Youth wins here, they are most likely locking themselves in to the playoff spot. However, I'm not sure exactly how the head-to-head works, so there is a chance that they don't. I don't know, but probably they're doing that. Kara Children, they're already out. And that's why I don't think that Vero Youth is gonna be losing this one, because Kara Children so far has lost every single game except against Bravely, the team who actually went winless this split. So I would say it's more than likely that Vero Youth wins here. However, I'm not necessarily sure what are their advancement options here. They definitely need to win. If they don't win, they're 100% not making playoffs. Actually, if they don't win here, then the playoffs race becomes pretty easy and decided. But that's not happening. That's absolutely not happening. I do feel like that a big miracle needs to happen for Kara Children to win this one. Vero Youth more than likely winning this. And after what happens? That's a very, very good question that I don't necessarily know the answer of. Alright, let's see.
結構意外だったのはジャングルが互いに下から上っていうことですよね。ザイラなんかガンクに弱いですから、はい、上から下に回ってプレッシャーかけてみたいなリコールタイミング作ってっていうのも全然あるんですけど。ただやっぱりどうなんでしょうね。
It's finished off my coffee.
そうですね。多分駆け引き。
I love coffee so much. Now this game, I don't think it's gonna be like super long. But also Vero Youth are not necessarily known as a super clean team. I can see them trolling here and there. But I also don't necessarily think that this will be like a super long brawl here. Okay, talking about that, Hold is not coming in. You still has flash. Doesn't seem like that Hollis would even follow him up. I mean, to be fair, I mean, Karachiran couldn't win a single game against the teams not named Bravely. But last time these two faced each other, that was the cycle 1, like the first cycle. And that went to like 40 minutes. That was like somehow close. Like Very Youth is not necessarily the cleanest team again. Like they're not clean by any means. However, they were able to close that game out a few weeks, like 2 weeks ago. And they are here to do the same thing again. I don't think they can close this out. They definitely come in here as the favorites. I'm just saying that the last match they played together was not super close. Like, it went very long. But that's usually because just Very Youth is kind of trolling.
いやボットレーンはそんな中苦しいと言われる中でもうまく CS のところでラッキー追いついてますね。
Look at the draft. It's a very weird draft. Like mid jungle, obviously, probably going into the favor of the Violet Blanc, even though I don't trust junglers to the white too much. I do feel like that's still quite a strong combo. As for the bot lane goes, it's surprising to me that Corki is doing lane this hard, but I mean, he has a Zyra, so that's probably helping a ton. And just getting those aggressive push. On the other side, Kaista Recon is going to be really strong in team fights whenever Kaista gets the first 2 evolution. Are we going Yuntal? Seems like this is going to be the Yuntal build. We'll see if this is the full 80 one or not. It was Rocky yesterday, I'm fairly certain. I remember there was like one Kaista yesterday who went full 80, which is a little weird. You don't really see that with Kaista that often. But we'll see. Definitely the one thing I know is that seems to be Yuntal start. It's now Very Youth gonna be getting the first grubs. And because of that, Raccoon gonna be starting the dragon, the usual trade. I cannot wait for the new changes. So it's not just like this, like super. It's way too structured, you know, it's kind of boring at this point. I cannot wait for the new changes, so there's gonna be a little more fight, a little more, you know, playing around. Maybe junglers don't want to just take the dragon, maybe they want to delay it so the timers are better fit to rotate between them or something. But for now, it's a very well, like, figured out. It's a very much known strategy here as now of taking the grubs. Just gonna be the dive onto Jace. It's gonna be Holdes who's tanking it, but yep, that's a very easy dive. There is no chance of Very Youth even contesting this. Sorry, like Karachiran contesting this. Kiki, on the other hand, might be on the receiving end to a similar dive. Ambessa still has flash and ultimate though. I mean, that's definitely one thing. Okay, still alive. Oh my god, that was way closer than the one on top side. I mean, Karachiran's still gonna be winning in the end, but that was way closer, I think, than how they would like it. That was way too close. So in the end, it's still just trades across the map, very structured play, nothing really interesting so far. This is how it should be, and this is how it is. But they might be going for another dive here. Do you suspect something? He does. But that's just gonna be the smite onto Gromp and Holdes. It's gonna be out. Or is he gonna be out? Competitive also coming in. Obviously, the chain is available. There's a wave coming in. Osaki kind of proxying the wave a little, the most he can. Now the knockup is not gonna be hitting, but it should be still an easy kill. Or what happened there? What? Wait, how did competitive die? Why was the LeBlanc tanking it? I didn't wait, what? Wait, that's a kind of bit of a mistake here. I mean, they're gonna be trading plates here, so it's like not the end of the world. They're probably gonna be getting this turret as well. Oh no, they had to retreat. They had to retreat here. Keiki gonna be saving the turret on the bot side at least for now. All in all, it's not too bad for Varayud, but like, what was the trade? Like why? I mean, that's what I mean. It's like fine for Varayud. All in all, they're trading equal. But like, they could have won. They could have won this trade so hard, but they're just completely fumbling these. And even fumbling is like just coming out equal, but you know, they're still quite crazy. Also, LeBlanc with the Ignite Teleport, I just noticed. The Ignite Teleport, LeBlanc, I mean, that makes sense. No reason really to bring like heal cleanse or anything like that. That makes sense. Little aggressive build, little aggressive summoner choices. Another ultimates onto you. I mean, play safe top. One of those situations here that's not really. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was only 7! They said it's 8!
これはファイトバレルースまだ見たいと思います。アルティメットこそないもののクラケンスレアできてますから。さっきもレベルは6。みんな俺に夢中があるタイミングです。KK までやってきましたね。U はテレポートがないので少し合流が遅れそうだ。両チームちょっと触りづらい。ハルデスはレッドバフを取ってからというようなそういった判断になりました。
There's gonna be Kara children starting the second grab camp. I mean, everyone is here except for the jungler, so yeah, first the grub is gonna be going for them. Let's know 6 grubs for Varayud, but now everyone is gonna be coming on. What are they throwing here? Well, so where was Hades for this whole time? I mean, Kara children, well done there. Like one by one dissecting Varayud. KK was in like a weird spot. Like he couldn't really fight them 1v5. But like, why were they so scattered around? Hades was not even around for the fight. What on earth was that from Kara children? Well, sorry, not Kara children. Like, they did well, but like, oh my god. Yep, Varayud, once again. They are an interesting team. They are a little sloppy. Not too clean. As I would say it, not too clean of a team. However, oh, competitive is quite low here, but also Jericho. Ignite has been used. Ignite has been used, but there is Okrimon also coming in. On the Zyra, competitive has to get out of here. This is a no flash LeBlanc, which is like, again, the cooldowns are pretty low on the little jumpies, so they're surprising, a little aggressive, but not too surprising here as Tent is gonna be the next target. This time around it's well executed target selection, but there comes Raccoon as well. Okay, how this is gonna be going down? The question is, what is Keke doing here? There's no chance that they can fight this together. There's just 2 kills for Raccoon. What is Varayud doing? What are they doing? That is crazy. I mean, if they lose here, which again, like, I would be shocked. Kara children has not won against anyone not named Bravely. But like, their last game against the Varayud was also kinda close. So on the other hand, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. If Varayud loses here, then basically everything is decided. next match would be kind of just for fun, for revenge. Because if Vero Youth loses here somehow, again, they should be winning. Like, they're by far the stronger team. They should be winning this still. I'm saying this still when they are so behind. Vero Youth should be winning this. However, with all that being said, if Vero Youth somehow loses this one, then both Dreamin24 and Young Gimmick would be in playoffs. Correct, children gonna be taking down KK. KK has not been having a great game. That's not necessarily lore accurate and Bessa right there. Not having a great day, not having a great game. On the Ambassador couldn't really find anything so far. Jay is also not the strongest member, so there is that. But like both top players are quite far behind in both gold, in also CS, like in every single way, really far behind their teammates. Already got some plates. How is that? Not too bad. But it doesn't matter, again. Next big objective is probably gonna be the Herald. That's what they're gonna be fighting for. Raccoon is gonna be pretty strong, however, I mean, Wukong is not really like a super carry champion. I mean, I would much rather see the gold on someone like Raki. But yesterday, as far as I remember, he also played Kai'Sa and built full AD Kai'Sa, which is like bad. Let's check out the builds now. Okay, so this is a Kraken start. I don't know why I thought it's gonna be Utah. So it's the Kraken start, which would indicate to me that there is a chance we're still gonna be seeing. So what do we have in here? Pickaxe. Okay, I'm not necessarily sure what is the next item, but that's maybe the hybrid build, which is the better one. Oh, there's a Seeker from Rocky, gotta be getting the kill. Now imagine if those Seekers are doing even more damage with a little bit of AP. It seems like this is the more normal Kai'Sa build here. As now, Vero Youth is trying to save the turrets. Kara children spreading around, trying to get as many gold globally as possible. Not the best strategy here, but Herald is about to spawn. With both teams having Bomb and Dragon, I don't think this Lance Dragon is gonna be that contested. But the Herald might be Kara children immediately on the Herald. Raccoon is super strong. I mean, we may be seeing an actual carry Wukong performance, who knows. But for now, it seems like they're easily getting the Herald. Dragon spawning in half a minute. But there still needs a reset for Vero Youth. The game is equal, which I was surprised to see. On one hand, I'm surprised because Kara children has not had a great split. They lost almost every single game. They only won against the actual last place team. But on the other hand, the Kara children last time around in cycle 1 when they faced Vero Youth. That was also like a 40-minute battle, brawl, just constant throwing from both sides. So I'm not like that surprised to see once again these two teams are having a hard time against each other. Yeah, it's not a clean game. Not a clean game by any means. At least they're gonna be getting the dragon. Gonna be their second one. Now they're just escaping, running away. But Kara children very well can just focus their efforts onto some other turrets. They got 2 turrets very fast. I mean, they're not gonna be focusing on the bottom turret. The wave is in a pretty bad state for that, but they're gonna be possibly mid lane tier 2. I mean, they just used the Herald here, that's why it's so low. That is a massive turret to take. Especially when you have Ozir putting up your own turret here. Now Ozir talking about that guy. Ultimate use defensively, however, he's gonna be going down. Shutdown goes to Saki, that's not the greatest. Raccoon still gonna be getting the kills, but Rocky as well. The fact that Saki got the shutdown is not the greatest, but Rocky is getting super strong. Stark difference from the previous Kai'Sa game that we've seen yesterday. That time around the Kai'Sa was not really able to do much, but this time around we have the Kraken Rage Blade combo. We have the more normal hybrid Kai'Sa build. I much rather see that And it's working. It's definitely working. Rocky is super strong here. For like 1 second it looked like maybe the combo of the other ultimate and Zero ultimate might be doing some damage, but I mean the thing is their main damage dealer is Raccoon, and the Raccoon was very far from the fight. I mean he survived, he got a kill, but yeah, this is still in Karachuran's favor. However, I'm a little bit scared because for Karachuran, most of their gold is in Raccoon, who is, yeah, carry. I mean, there is the Triforce, but I don't think the Wukong is going to be that much of a carry threat. On the other hand, though, all the gold on Vero Youth is on Kaisa. And I'm much more happy to see that one if that's happening in my team. So I'm definitely feeling like Vero Youth is still not necessarily in the driving seat, but they are not sad about this result. They're like fine. Okay, I just ranked myself. Amazing. I cannot drink, turns out. If Rakan gets goats out here. Oh no, shutdown goes to competitive. This is GG. Just when Atakan spawns topside. Oh no, this is GG. I mean, this is the Rose Atakan. This is ruinous. Even if someone steals it, like, or unable to steal it, as long as you pick up the petals, you get a lot of stuff for yourself. It's gonna be changing next patch, as you guys might know. There's gonna be a little bit of Atakan change coming into Ionia. For now, though, whoever gets the petals is the one who controls the power, and there is not gonna be any type of resistance coming in from Karachuran. All the petals gonna be going to Rocky, and that is crazy, crazy. This Kaisa was already super strong. Now she got all the petals. She's gonna be recalling now. She is having a level lead onto 10th. That is quite crazy to see. And I feel like even though this is once again a sloppy game, and looking at the gold, Karachuran is not out just yet. If you look at beyond the gold, as for the XP levels, Rocky gotta be pretty up ahead now. Thanks to the petals. Competitive got the shutdown gold. That's a massive gold income for him. You know, the Shashanai Raccoon. That's a massive, massive one. Already got a needless large. All in all, I feel like Vero Youth came out from this little exchange as the heavy victorious. Heavy victors. Next objective, Dragon, should be theirs. They're the first one there. Half a minute left until potentially their soul point spawns. It does feel like there is not really a chance for Karachuran to contest this. They might be trying, but I feel like this fight is gonna be going in favor of Vero Youth. At this point, they're definitely looking stronger. A little tiny bit of item advantage for Vero Youth, at least in competitive. The shutdown gold really helping him out. Others are not really having item advantages. I mean, Muramana still not transformed for 10th. Okay, maybe that's also an advantage. But Haldes gonna be caught out, and if Haldes goes down, I mean that is incredibly bad for Vero Youth. Keep in mind that Raccoon is still strong, just because he got shut down, he's still pretty strong with 2 items. Oh, Haldes once again is super low. Haldes is not having a good positioning in this fight. Now ulting in. What is Haldes doing? Okay, I mean, they got down Okerumon for Haldes. What is he doing? Why did he low health ult into like 4 people? Oh, that had to be like communication issues or something. Okay, competitive, trying to chunk them down. I feel like they just have to give away this dragon. They have to give away this dragon. I don't. Oh, just trying to contest it. I mean, it's a bit Raccoon with the smite to get it, but maybe the fight afterwards, maybe they can get something more here. That's what I mean. Very sloppy team. They're coming. KKK. Uh-oh. They're gonna give like a triple. This is a double or triple. I think that's a triple for Jericho. Oh my god, competitive. What are they doing, man? They just want to decide once and for all the LJL. If Viral Youth somehow loses here, then everything is decided. We know the playoff teams. The next game is gonna be only played for pure pride, just for revenge. I don't personally like super know the head-to-head rules, like what is the tiebreaker rules. But if Viral Youth somehow loses here, they're just making my job easier, because then it's gonna be very easy. No tiebreakers. Just very easy. Actually, not even that easy. Oh, okay, then Young Gaming has to win against Dream in 24, and then it's very easy. Then we're gonna be cheering for Young Gaming next game. But obviously, that's in the future. I mean, Kara Children still has to close out this game. They have not done that so far. And just as a reminder, once again, just so you guys know, this team, Kara Children, has not won against any other team this split, not named Bravely, who was the winless team. But besides that one team, they have lost every single game, even in round 1 against Viral Youth, when they already faced each other. Round 1, it was Viral Youth who won, but this was not, like, that was a pretty close game, pretty sloppy one. So with that knowledge, it's not surprising that it's also sloppy, but I would have expected Viral Youth to do a little bit better, if I'm not, like, I've expected them more. I thought the first cycle was just, you know, like, getting in the action once again, a little rusty. But it turns out that Viral Youth is just sloppy. Still, they were kind of sloppy last season as well, even though they got to finals. They felt sloppy. They're feeling sloppy now as well. Jericho is slowly but surely actually getting quite of a threat here. With 2 items, including Sonya's on this Azir. LeBlanc could not really do much, except for that shutdown earlier. And Rocky also kind of has been stagnant, though. Then there is the Nashers. I feel like that's already like 2 evoluted abilities. I feel like not the E, but definitely Q and W. KK extremely behind. That is a pretty invisible Ambessa right there. Technically, I mean, I did say that's not low accurate, but like if you think about the ending of Arcane, no spoilers. But if you think about the end of Arcane, that might be low accurate. Nobody's like super strong. Rocky and Jericho maybe. They're having the most kills now. But it really feels like whichever team just making the least amount of mistakes to the next fight is gonna be the one winning. I don't really feel like that any team is like super ahead of the other. Like they would be having the momentum or something. Alright, it's gonna be very good starting that Baron. The Baron taking is like not super slow. Oh, is Karachu gonna be in time? They're not! They're just taking the Baron like this. Can't even fight after. I mean, they should probably just sacrifice KK for this. Or maybe they can all get out. That's also an option. Alright, everyone got out, even competitive. Competitive is like hiding behind the lines. That's a good idea. Do not fight this one. You were a little bit behind in gold. The Viral Youth has been kind of lacking in terms of small picks for the last 5 minutes. They got a Baron, but it's also meaning that Karachurun is gonna get a free dragon here. Well, I don't think Viral Youth is gonna be in time for this one, yeah. Now the question is it worth? Is it worth giving up the soul point for the Baron push? What can you get on the map? You need to get a few turrets here. If they can get tier 2 mid, that's already a pretty good start for a potential closeout. Damage for Jericho also. Well done here. Ultimate available for Val, for Haldes, but I am a little scared because some of those ultimates previously has not been the greatest. So I'm a little scared what might be happening. At least KK on the side lanes is gonna be getting a turret. A little invisible this game, but just, you know, side laning, that's fine. And while team had to reset, had to fall back at the second threat. There it is. So far it's pretty good. Like, they're absolutely using this Baron well. Props to Vero Youth, where, you know, credits where credits due. It seems like trading the soul point was worth it for them for now. They have to push the side lanes though. Like, they already, I feel like, done their job on the mid lane. They're still sticking around. At least they sent competitive top side to push the side lanes there. The bot side is just left alone. I really wish they would just 1-3-1. I really wish they would just 1-3-1 here. I don't think that Kara Children is like super far ahead, so they can contest that. They would just, as a team, move to the top side. Not the most ideal setup, but as long as they get some gold, it's like whatever. Yu is gonna be out of the fight, but so is KK, so that's just a 4v4 for the time being at least. And they're just gonna be grouping up here. Wow, the bot lane is just left unattended. Why are they not going for the bot lane? I guess like side laning on the mid lane with KK. Now the minions are arriving. Are they gonna be... They're not even hitting the turret. What is happening? They're just letting the minions do it. I mean, they're still gonna be getting a little bit of a lead thanks to this Baron play, but it could have been so much better. They're kind of wasting this Baron, not gonna lie. I do feel like this could have been way more. They still flip the gold lead into their favor, but it's not like a game-winning lead. It's gonna be like 1,000, 2,000 maybe, a little bit less than 2,000. Very Youth side laning, absolutely non-existent. They just moved as a team, sent KK down, but that's like the weakest member in the team. Okay, 2 need the sludge rod for Rocky, for the Kaisa. Those Seekers are gonna be hurting actually. Those Seekers are gonna be like actually just might be like chunking down serious amount of health from the enemy. We'll see what happens. Very Youth kind in the driving seat, but these leads are so negligible. I really don't think that it's necessarily gonna be they're winning for now. They need to win like a big team fight still, which they haven't done so far. It doesn't seem like their macro is like that good. I mean, Kara Children's macro is not good either. But Very Youth macro is not the greatest. It seems like they really just run around. If they cannot win through macro, they need to win through team fights. There's still one more team fight left for them. If they have a good, if they have the good wave pushed in, they might be ending the game of that. If they were to win a 5v5 on the top side, there's absolutely a possibility to end the game after 30 minutes. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna be seeing the Ocean Dragon Soul when it's being contested. Very Youth running around here. They absolutely don't want Kara Children to be around for this one. Meanwhile, Kaisa just finished that's the Rabadons. That's the Rabadons there. Those Seekers are actually hurting now. Reminds me of the old AP Kaisa, the mid laner one. But Kara Children is just gonna be threatening potentially an inhibitor turret being taken. They're like, we don't need this. Or are they gonna be fighting for that? I don't know what's happening. Just gonna be putting up Azir turret, trying to ambush them. A bit of a standoff happening here. Now Raccoon trying to go in. Cyclone not being used. Oh, Raccoon is dead. What was Raccoon doing? Meanwhile, Saki also very nice charm onto everyone. Rocky is here. Rocky is incredibly strong. And are they gonna be ending? There is like 2 waves kind of pushed in. Okay, I'm not sure they can end. They can. Okay, I'm not sure. Can they end? Oh, that's gonna be like very close. Maybe on top side. The top side has a wave. I think they can end. Very good. Gotta be winning this game. I mean, it was an expected victory from them, but just like the first time then that these two teams met, it was not clean. Just like week 1 in the first cycle, Very Youth was able to win. It was the expected result, but back then it was not clean, and it was not clean now either. To be Very Youth with the victory, and now the Racer playoffs actually getting quite interesting. I have no idea what are the current losers. I'm gonna be checking on Wiki soon.
途中でちょっと落ち着いてやろうよっていうような声かけがあったかのようなゆったりとしたこのコントロールワードがあるなしがやっぱ大事で、ここにカレーハチルドレンが置いてから何かやってればこのラコンのこのミスというのはちょっと起こらなかった可能性があったので、はい、そこは本当に惜しかったですね。
I'm gonna be checking on the wiki soon. What is the current way of doing the tiebreakers? I'm not so sure. Was not a clean game. I mean, you can see on the graph as well. It was absolutely not a clean game, but Very Youth in the end getting the victory. I was surprised to see that KK did so much damage. I'm actually surprised. So with this one, Very Youth gonna be finishing off this cycle as 1-2, which means they're gonna get 1 point. So Very Youth is gonna be up 7 points. They're gonna go 7 points. And I don't know. Interview with Saki. I don't know how the points work. We're gonna be figuring out this later. Okay, looking at the game, what do you think? Last match, our last match was not great that we played. Yeah, so it felt like so it felt good that we were able to fix that stuff and now win this one. Okay, you know, like how's the team comp looking like? I'm sorry, but I need to sneeze. Sorry. Okay, so our comp's strength. Basically, our streams, our team comp's strength. Just like we have to like look at what is our team comp's strength, and that's for example stuff like we just have to keeping track like who's the shot caller, or like just have to like not talk each other over. And such like that. So I have to look for the timings.
LJL でいろんな人の選手と戦いましたけれども、さき選手こう意識する選手とかいらっしゃいますか?
Okay, during your time in the Storm, who's the player who you look forward to, like? Yeah, among the supports, the player I always look at is Hetal, because he's a Japanese support. And probably the strongest one currently among the Japanese supports. So he's like a player who I'm like, I want to be like him.
どの部分を磨き上げていきたいなとさき選手現在では思いますか？そのヘテル選手に追い越すために。
What do you currently want to improve on? Like in what areas you want to be more like Hetel? Things like the timing of my engage, like when should I engage, deciding on that. Just like little small details like that. I'm still very far behind him. And like engage, like again, like deciding when to engage, how to engage, those are the stuffs I want to be catching up to Hetel. Is there anything you want to say to Hetel?
ヘテル選手、僕はあなたのことを追いついて、そして越していこうと考えています。
Hetel, I'm gonna be catching up to you. I'm gonna be catching up to you and I'm gonna be surpassing you in the future. Wow, strong words. Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
いつも応援ありがとうございます。これからも頑張っていこうと思っているので、ぜひ応援
Thank you for the support. Thank you for the continued support. From now on, please keep supporting us. This interview with Saki from Varayut. Thank you for the interview. Thank you.
強い言葉が聞こえましたね。
いや、そうですね。なんかやっぱ意識してる選手聞くと面白いですね。
He was like, Hetel, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna be surpassing you.
我々がこうなってしまうような。
Hetel, you cannot hide from me. So how is the thing looks like? How is the scoreboard looking like right now? What's the scoreboard like? This updated. Okay, so here it is. I'm not sure how the scoreboard works necessarily, but for now, apparently Varol has not qualified just yet. There's still Dreaming24 and Young Gaming as well. They're gonna be playing up next. I have no idea what that means. I'm not sure who needs to win for who needs to qualify. Copyrighted music. I'm not sure who needs to win for people to qualify. Do we have like let's see. Do we have like a rule book? There you go. Is it up to date? Let me check the rule book quickly. Where is the storm? Where is the storm instructions? Uniform. Ignite. Storm point. Let's see. Let's read it up. How the storm point's working. Why am I in Ignite? Oh, there we go. Storm points. Set down. It doesn't even talk about the head-to-head. It doesn't talk about the head-to-head. Talk about the bounties. Main stage. Okay, there you go. The points. I don't see any. Champion Storm. The first one. How many points they get after the tournament. There's tiebreakers. Okay, tiebreak. Okay, let's see. Championship point tiebreak. That's not necessarily what we need right now. What we need right now is just a good old normal tiebreaker. I'm gonna wait 1 second, chat. There you go. So tiebreaker rules. That's the tiebreaker process. First of all, number of points. If that is the same, then what is this, like the points are the same. Wait, what? The team with the most points will be ranked higher. Oh, that's like the normal clause. Yeah. So it's ranked by points. That's the default. If the points are the same, go to 2. Alright. Number of wins and losses. So they're gonna be counting the game wins and losses as well. And if that's also the same, then head-to-head. So it's score. Game score is the second one, and then head-to-head. Okay, let's see. But I'm gonna be bringing up the whole thing, alright? Okay, so I just checked the tiebreaker rules. It's first game score and then head-to-head. With that knowledge in mind, let's see what is the current case here. So as you know, since Sangaku Gaming, QT Dig, the same team, they have beaten Reject once. They are already qualified as like the seeded team. And if they win against Reject today once again, then DFM and QT gonna be the two teams who are seeded already seeded here. But there's gonna be selection from the quarters, so it doesn't really matter. It's almost certainly gonna be only in the finals. They're gonna be seeing QT versus Reject. Almost certain that all these others are not important. Anyways, we still have some teams already confirmed. Obviously, Reject and Burning Core, DFM. These are the 4 teams already qualified. Now there are 2 more spots and 3 potential teams for that. As you might see, Vero Youth has just gotten to 7 points. This is after their victory just now. So this is already updated. With their victory against Karachiran, now they have in total, for the entirety of this stage, in total, they are ending it with 7 points and game score of 5-4. Now, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Dreamin24 currently standing 2-0 in this cycle, while Young Gaming is currently standing 1-1. However, Young Gaming was the unlucky team who got sent out to the top side, meaning that they have to kind of like punch above their height, like they have to play against a supposed better team. However, Young Gaming in the past has already beaten, okay, they lost here, but in the open qualifier, they have beaten Dreamin24. Well, they haven't played here, but like in the past, they have beaten. For now, I think like they're 1-1, like in lifetime scoreline, they're 1-1. So, next game, if Dreamin24 wins, that means they are actually ending 3-0, and they would be getting 5 points, and Young Gaming would be getting 1 point. In that case, they would be getting 5 points in the end and out, and Dreamin24 would be getting 9 points, with Vero Youth having 7. In that case, if Dreamin24 wins the next game, them and Vero Youth would be the ones advancing to the next stage, to the playoffs. These 2 teams would be the ones if Dreamin24 wins this one. Young Gaming, if they win, then they would be finishing 2-1, meaning they got 3 points. Just like Dreamin24 2-1, they would also be getting 3 points. So if Young Gaming actually wins here, then all of them would be at 7 points. But that would mean they would be 5-4, 5-4. Wait, okay, that's literally the same scoreline as well. Okay, what is their head-to-head? Okay, so Vero Youth lost to both of them. So Vero Youth would be just out, right? Because they literally just lost to both of them. I'm not sure about other cycles, but haven't played. Also haven't played. Okay, so this is pretty easy. This is pretty easy then. Funnily enough, Dreamin24 is just in. Wait, am I crazy? There is no scenario when they would be out. Am I just like crazy here, or Dreamin24 has to be already in, because if they lose, they still would be getting 5-4 and still would be getting 3 points, which would put them 7. But Dreamin24 has the head-to-head to Vero Youth. Okay, so Dreamin24 is already in. I think like this graphic is just not calculating it, but they are already in. Like I've done my calculations, they're already in. But Young Gaming, for them it's very easy. They need to win to get in, and if they lose, they're not in. That's it. They need to win. That's it. That's all. And Vero Youth gonna be rooting for Dreamin. Actually, Vero Youth, yeah, they're gonna be rooting for Dreamin24. Because if Young Gaming wins here, then Vero Youth also gonna be out, since They lost the head-to-head to them. It's not that complicated, guys. It's not that complicated. Dreaming 24 already made it. Dreaming 24 has the power in their hands to choose who advances. It seems to me that they already like are qualified. However, Veroyut's fate still in their hands. Alright, 2 more games left from the LJL, from the LJL. Storm Swiss stage. Young Gaming are fighting for their playoff spot. If they win, they are in. If they lose, they are out. Alrighty. Let's share these. Alrighty. I'm not sure why they haven't highlighted the others. So that and already, I mean, I'm pretty sure Dreaming 24 is already in. Like, am I just like crazy here? I'm fairly certain that Dreaming 24 is already in. I don't know what is the situation when they wouldn't be.
3-wayのタイブレイクです。
なるほど。
この 3-way のタイブレイクで一番下になるのはバレルユースなんです。
Wait.
なので、
はい。
ヤンヤンゲーミングが勝てばヤンヤンゲーミングがプレイオフを決めます。バレルユースが落ちます。ヤンヤンゲーミングが負けるとバレルユース、ヤンヤンゲーミングが負けるとヤンヤンゲーミングが4点で終わるので、失礼、5点で終わるので、ドリーミン24とバレルユースの7点に追いつかないので、ヤンヤンゲーミングが負けます。
Yeah, so Young Gaming needs to win. But I don't understand this. Like, wait, even themselves said it. So if Young Gaming loses here, so if Young Gaming wins here, then Veroyut would be the first. How does this work? That's not how it works. I don't understand this. Wait, what? I might be crazy here. I don't know. You know what? I don't understand. Like, even the casters were saying that, like, Young Gaming, if they win here, then them and Dreaming 24 would be getting to playoffs. No? Why would Veroyut get there? I don't get it. Veroyut doesn't have the head-to-head against anyone. Do I just like not know the rules? I just read the rules. It goes points to game score to head-to-head. And Veroyut losing the head-to-head to both Young and Dreaming 24. The casters just don't know it. I swear, they just don't know it. I literally just read the rules. Unless I'm like super mistaken. Unless I just don't understand what's happening and like I don't know, like somehow I misunderstood it. Unless I just completely misunderstood the rules, but like I literally just read it. Head-to-head comes after, like head-to-head comes after the game score. So why would it be like that? I don't understand what you're. I don't know. Okay, but it's fine. The tweet is just gonna be talking about Young Gaming. If they win, they're in. If they lose, they're out. Okay, let's try this. I'm fairly certain that it's Dreaming 24 is already in.
そのドラフトの修正というのをどうやるのかというのが、ポイントになるかなと。あと個人的に結構最近お気に入りなのが キングノルウェーが
Also, like, the thing is that
ターゲットバンされて
there's 3 teams and 2 scenarios. Like,
ポブカメラ見ると
and they're saying that, like, no team is logged in just yet.
マジかみたいな
They're saying that no team is logged in just yet, but, like, I feel like they have to be logged in.
キングノルウェーを
They have to be logged in because, like, again, like, how else would you do that? Like, how else would it be possible? That's no. I'm right. Dreaming 24 is already in, but Young Gaming still needs to fight for the spot. That is my stance.
ちょっと気になる部分だし、明確な弱点ではありますよね、チームの。
そうですね。あとリリア取った時のパフォーマンスが本当に高いので、
はい
ちょっとリリアどうするのっていうのはしっかり考えた方がいいかなと思いますね。
さあということで何度もお伝えしています通り、このヤンヤンゲーミングの勝敗というのが全てのこの4チームの運命を左右することになります。いやーということでどうでしょう、この2チームの
Alright,
対決になります。
let's get in here.
セット1でぶつかっていて、その時は、ドリーミン24が勝利しているという。
Okay, I'm feeling like Dreaming 24 is already in. I have no idea, like, what is the...
まあやっぱりジャン
I mean, did they... Both Dreaming 24 and Younger Gaming has the head-to-head to Vero Youth. If Dreaming 24 wins, then it's very easy because themselves and Vero Youth are gonna be in playoffs.
話で
Then we don't have to go to head-to-head. But even if Dreaming 24 loses, then it's like Vero Youth losing the head-to-head to both of them. I don't, like... I literally just read the rules.
のポイントっていうのはまあ見逃してはいけないのかなと思います。
やっぱりね、
Maybe just like, maybe they changed the rules. But I don't think so, I don't know.
このキングノルウェーの対決というのもありますからね。
いやそうですね。ドラゴンブロッド
I kind of want Younger Gaming to win. Because I just have no idea how this
ラ
works.
ムネとかチャーリーの活躍にこう隠れている部分もあるんですけど。
But I'm pretty sure, like, I'm super sure that if Younger Gaming wins here,
活躍するのか
that means that themselves and Dreaming 24 are both in
対決
playoffs.
してますがドリーミン24が現在2勝を挙げていて、ヤンヤンゲーミング
We'll see. I mean, you already see Lilia and the Talia band.
ブルーサイドセンター
Those are both bands for King Norway. He's liking those aggressive AP junglers.
安尾の番です。
まあですよ。
Now, here's an interesting thing.
対してヤンヤン
Both Nofri and the Gwen are up. They're gonna be picking up the Gwen because obviously, when it comes to Young Gaming, King Norway himself likes the Gwen jungle.
まあこれは何でしょう。
But
予定通り
wait, Nofri is up.
得意ピックですし
Wait, what?
まあ序盤ちょっと苦しいんですけど、そう
Is it just like a Nofri? Wait, surely they're not getting Nofri and Gwen.
ちょっとエズリアルとなりましたね。
They're gonna be locking down the Ezreal. I mean, Ezreal was probably Nina's best champion. So is Mao with the Jax.
ような形でピックになってる
Are they
気
just...
がしますね。
Wait, Nofri here would be massive, no?
対してドリーミン24
Like, I'm not sure what's happening. Why are they not just picking up the Nofri now?
相当抑えるのであればフレックス性がセカンドバンに影響するというドラフトになりそうですが、
This would be such an Omega Nofri angle.
フレックス性ありますから、
あーなるほど。
ちょっと生か
I guess that Nofri would be locking in that this is a bot.
サードピックで時間を稼いでドラゴン
You know what?
のこれシワーナジャン
The Dragon Belt, picking up the Dragon.
っぽいですね。
Why not?
まあドラゴン
You know what? I'm also liking this one. I'm also liking this one.
シワーナのアルティメット変身するアルティメットですけれども、竜族の決闘っていう名前なんで本当にスキル名通りですよ。
Yeah, the cost is also talking about the fact that Shyvana is a dragon. Is this like why Dragon Blood is Dragon Blood?
キャリーするとと、ただキンドレッドの選択は
Okay, I need to search it up.
使用履歴はある
Is this guy like a Shyvana main or something?
そうですね。あとそのガリオとかの
Okay, let's see.
CC ミッドレーナーとかがちょっと欲しいピックでもありますけど、
Let's check out Twitter.
バンされる可能
Okay, not many posts.
さあセカンドバンです。ヤンヤンゲーミングの
Also just normie posts.
ただキンドレッドってこういくつかのチャンピオンのジャングルのこう
Normie
カウンター
post.
としての運用ができて
I don't know.
そのうち
But is this guy like an actual Shyvana main? Like, is this where the name comes from?
できるんですよ。
あーなるほど。
I don't know, but nonetheless,
リンク序盤長いじゃない
so far that's quite a crazy draw for Dreaming 24, and I'm definitely liking it more.
あればいいピックだと。
The double ADC might be coming in handy for Younger Gaming, but oh my god, for now, look at the other side. You have Shyvana jungle. Corki could still be mid. I mean, you can 100% still do like a double ADC comp with for Dreaming 24. That's absolutely a possibility here. It's gonna be the Rakan picked up for Young Gaming. People just not doing Leon anymore. So what is it gonna be here? That's a question. I feel like this is a pretty good spot to just like a Kaisa. I don't even know if there are that many good supports. Maybe Corky Botlin is like fine here. Kaisa I feel like would be pretty like fun. They're still thinking, they pick the support first, they're still thinking what to do with the situation. Could be there's like a Yone mid lane as well, like obviously they can still pick other AD champions in the mid lane. It doesn't have to be the Corki necessarily. I already like this comp. I don't think it really matters what they like finish it off with. I just hope this is gonna be an interesting one. The Rise? Gonna go for a little more AP. I feel like that's just too much AP for Dreaming 24. I was not expecting AP. That is just too much AP. Cause wait, with Castellan? Castellan? What? What is this draft? What is happening? Young Gaming an elimination point. Creative goes, give me Castellan. They're like, hey guys, if you're going late, we're going late. There's a Rise. This guy would wanna go late. There's Corky. That guy would wanna go late. If you wanna go late, we go late. Young Gaming's comp is scaling incredibly well. If Kindred can get the stacks, if the Castellan can get the levels fast enough, that team is gonna be insane when it comes to like 30 minutes. Or depending on whenever the stacks are coming in for Castellan, or the like, levels coming in for Castellan. That is a crazy draft. That is a crazy draft to have here. That is a crazy draft. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea who's winning this. Lot's gonna be depending on Shyvana. I feel like that's still too much AP. I feel like that's way too much AP for Dreaming 24. If there's anything I'm a little worried, it's that one. Way too much AP. Rakan, as well as Jax, could be building a little bit of magic resist, maybe even Kindred. A little bit of magic resist, and I'm not sure if they're really gonna be getting damage from Dreaming 24. It does feel like that they're gonna be lacking some AD, but I mean Corky is gonna be strong, 100%. But that's like so much AP there, man. We will see what's happening. I will give like a slight edge just from the draft. I would give a slight edge to Young Gaming. It seems like a more balanced comp. But on the other hand, Dreaming 24 has so many incredibly OP champions. Like Gwen, insanely broken right now. Shyvana is like good, but again, like it depends on the players. Like it's not like a meta champ. But Rise, Corky, Hyperscalers, incredibly OP right now in this meta. We have some client issue. Okay, we haven't had the client issue today. I guess it's time. Is the TR down again? Client error. Yeah. But where is my text? There you go. I'm a little worried because client issue has been plagued. Yesterday, the TR server, NACA was literally delayed for like 3 hours because the TR just wasn't working.
レベぐらいから後期のプッシュが
And even LJL earlier that day was struggling hard because of TR issues.
時間になるので
So I'm a little bit worried.
芝長ドラゴンを取りに行くっていうのは理想形ですよね。
ちょっとそうなると、まあ、ミッドの主導権は取れないものの、まあ、最初のドラゴンを取れるかみたいな感じになりますか、この試合は。そのヤンヤンゲーミング側が。
いや、それよりも前にキンドレッドが入って荒らしたら面白いなと思ってます。
ああ、なるほど。
はい、
もうドラゴン以前の話にしちゃうと。
はい、まあ、あとはジャックスのレーンをちゃんとこう育てるのがポイントかなというのはあります。
そういったところを行うかどうかという部分ですね。やはりこの試合に限ってはそのヤンヤンゲーミングが少しチャレンジャーといいますか。
Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna close my window. Getting a little cold here. The weather is so weird here. It's like cold a little bit, but not too much. It's weird. It's really weird.
僕も悲鳴あげましたよ。
いや、そうですよね。
なんでヤンヤンなんだっていう。ヤンヤンは勝てば上に上がれるし、1-1なんでかなりの選択肢がある中で、上に行かなければなんならその0-2の方まで行く可能性まであったのに 2-0 になった。
そう。まあまあでもここで勝たないとノックアウトステージはね。
まあそうですね。最終的にはどこかで当たるので。
そう、厳しい戦いになるというのは当然ありますから。はい。そういう意味では力を試せるチームと当たったのかなっていうのはありますよね。そうですね。
Look who's here. Kuromi, say hi to the camera. Watch LJL. Watch LCP on Saturday. Wow, Kuromi, that's my plan as well. Are you gonna be watching? Of course I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be listening to you in your room. Alright, Kuromi.
山場なんですけど。そうですよね。トーナメントの山場は一旦この試合。はい。
Alright.
最終戦もちょっと多分お伝えできてなかったと思うんですけど、リジェクトが1位の可能性っていうのはまだ残されてました。
あ、そうなんですか。
まあ、直接対決でQT リーグがまずは1勝上げたじゃないですか。で、その時の試合時間が40。
Kuromi said she's gonna be watching the SCP tomorrow.
はい。で、直接対決をする時の、手順っていうのがあるんですけれども、ポイントと勝敗数が並ぶので、リジェクトが勝った時に44分36秒以内であればリジェクトが上に立つんです。
ほー、面白い。
はい。現在のポイントで言うと
I don't understand the points. I do think that Dreaming24 is already in. And I do think that Young Gaming is fighting for their spot, or if they lose, it's gonna be very youth. I don't think it's like that super complicated, guys. I don't know why they're like super overcomplicated. Young Gaming, Very Youth has lost the head-to-head to every other team who could be in contention for the spot. I do feel like that's the second. I know they also have the same game score, obviously. They have the same game score, but they lost the head-to-head to every other team. And I'm like, yeah, so that means they're out, no? I don't understand what's happening. Nonetheless, I mean, we should be in the game, hopefully soon, hopefully now, exactly. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I guess we're not in the game. Well, that was fast. That was fast. Okay, hopefully it's like a player issue and not a TR issue. I mean, I'm not sure how that's gonna be fixed. But I know the TR issue yesterday that plagued LJL and NACL was like, and NACL it took like 3 hours to fix. So yeah, that's... I'm not sure about that.
対面のジャックス相手にイグゾースト持ってきてますね。グエンでテレポートとイグゾーストの選択になっています。
Okay, apparently Gwen has TP exhaust. Oh, we're back in the game. Yeah, so TP exhaust for ping. Wow, wow. Alright, ping going absolutely crazy. Crazy aggressive on this Gwen pick. Immediately gonna be TPing, recalling back, but doesn't need to TP back because there's still plenty of time. So let's see what we have in here. Let's look around the champions. I still feel like there's just there's gonna be too much AP on this time of on the side of Dreaming 24. I feel like that. But those champions are strong. Like they are strong. They're really strong. Ooh. A lot of... I mean, this is like not that one-sided. Young Gaming and Dreaming 24 currently, throughout their LJL history, their head-to-head is 1-1. Their head-to-head is 1-1. I'm fairly certain. Is it? Yeah, right? I don't know. Maybe? Nonetheless.
ボットレーンレベル2のタイミング、チャーリーが仕掛けていきます。マグスの華麗なる登場、チャーリーステップで回避した。これによってマグスのタイルが大きく削れました。
I'm trying to search up things, but like, oh my god. Internet is so incredibly slow today.
ミッドレーンはやっぱり苦しそうですね。クリエイティブすでにポーションが落ちています。
まあいかに魔法ダメージから強いチャンピオンだとはいえ。
Right, there you go. Okay.
So,
only thing I'm worried for DM is their too much AP. That's it. Too much AP. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on how many magic resist Younger Gaming is gonna be having. I do feel like Younger Gaming is gonna have a pretty easy job, just kind of countering most of the damage from Dreaming 24. They have to build magic resist. Recon and Jax, to be precise, those guys should be building magic resistance. Mao gonna be going for the solo bolo inside the circle. She's not immune. There's a flash and there's the first blood for Mao. There is a solo bolo already getting the Gwen down. So far, that's a really good start for Younger Gaming. However, now what is gonna be the fight? They're going for 4v4 again. I'm not sure what it is for. There's double for Rise as well. Okay, they're going crazy here. Oh, Ramune. Oh, Ramune was very low in mana as well. But yeah, he's gonna be flashing. He's not gonna get more. But there's a double kill for Ramune just after that. 2 for 2 so far in... Oh, Banana has... Literally everyone is like using their stuns. Nana Eing out. Not gonna be going down for now, but like he's gonna be incredibly low. What's on Nana? I feel like Nana just has to recall at this point. They cannot really keep this up for now. It's 2 marks though. 2 marks for Norwegian. There is already 2 marks on a Kindred. That is pretty good. Only 4 minutes in. That is really good. Von, he won the scuttle gamble. So yeah, this fight was not sure what was happening here. It's a little weird. Oh, now there is the gang coming to Ramune. Might be 3 marks very soon. It is 3 marks. Oh my god, this is so good for Kindred. Oh my god. I mean, obviously it's also good for Castellin, obviously. Just getting a little more levels. Free time to farm, free time to get those experiences, but I mean, this is also going to be really good for Norwegian. Okay, that's cut the tape. Okay, never mind, still good. But that Kindred is going to have now 3 marks, incredibly fast with the marks. He had, Norwegian had the Rise was the mark champion and taking Ramuda down. That has to be 3 now. Now, Dreaming 24, gonna be picking up the Dragon. This is a very bloody game so far. A ton of action. So far, this looks like the most interesting game today, if I'm being honest. A lot of action happening. Yeah, we have to be just taking some time off now. Let's watch the replay. Creative look quite low here. There is a flash coming in from Norwegian. Both flashes have been used, which might be biting back. But level 6 very soon available for creative. So I don't really think so. Nonetheless, King Norway gonna be getting 3 grubs now. The usual trade, even though a little bit later, but still nonetheless trading the first dragon to the grubs. There might be a top gank here. I mean, let's see if King Norway would be marking the Gwen. Let's see if this is the case or not. There's a ward. I mean, he should be fine. Mao just gonna maybe clean up the minions. The marked champion is the Alistar? That is a unique choice, but 3 marks so far looking pretty nice if they can snowball this into the later games. Oh my god, like, look at all those champions. They have a massive snowball potential. However, Dragon Blood is going to be stealing away one of the potential marks. It would have been the 4th mark for King Norway. And it's going to be going to Dragon Blood. Okay, we'll see what items are being built very soon. Obviously, I'm not seeing too many jungle Shyvanas. So we'll see what is exactly what's going to be happening there. But I still maintain if this is actually just a normal AP Shyvana, then that's way too much AP. Later on in the game, it's going to be a problem, and it's 100% going to be a problem, I think, for DM. Yeah, for now, we're just seeing normal clears from for both junglers. After a crazy early game, we're stuck with the 5 kills now for a while. We're a little back to just getting objectives, playing like some more calculated, more textbook League of Legends. And Dragon Blood is just getting the marks. I mean, not for himself, but rather cleaning the mark camps. So Norway is not really able to get those desired marks. Got 3 very, very fast. But he himself also just been stuck on that for a while now. We'll see. We'll see what is his decision gonna be regarding ganks. Going to the top side, is he gonna be marking potentially the Gwen? The wave is gonna be pushing in for Mao, so that's potentially an angle for a dive. However, I'm not necessarily sure. It's a Gwen. She can go immune. Diving her might not be the greatest idea. However, Dragon Blood though. Dragon Blood going in. The Dragon form is here, gonna be going for the dive, but there's a teleport coming in from creative, and it's gonna be turning into a 4v4 on the bot side. It's gonna be a 5v4. This Gwen is also joining in, and even Norway is around now. Turn into a 5v5 on the bot side. No, never mind. These teams are crazy. These teams are crazy. 5v5 in the bot side. However, no one dies somehow. A ton has been invested. Ping's teleport. Dragon Blood flashed. There's a Creative's teleport. Mouse teleport. A lot of teleports have been invested. Actually, just Ramune's teleport was left. There's the only ever teleport now. So yeah, it's a tiny bit craziness, but no one died. I don't think either team has gotten too much out of that fight. We're just gonna be back to our normal gameplay. We're just back to farming. I would love to see another Kindred mark check. Even though I think it's still 3, I don't know where he would have been able to get extra marks. Norwegian has... I feel like he has just been in his own jungle. I don't think he was invading or anything. Mao though, was it for the ultimate? Ultimate's traded on the top side. But Dragon Blood is around, gonna be getting the second Grob camp. That's gonna put the 3 versus 3 in terms of Grobs. But meanwhile, Norwegian are gonna be getting their first dragon. Younger Gaming is gonna be equalizing the dragon count. And while the Solap is not actually dealing some damage to History, some of it is gonna be traded back. Yeah, but this Cork is pretty low. No one is really around. And once again, the marks are just not on the right side for King Norway. She's not on the right side. However, Ramune gonna be going to Mao. I feel like they're just an easy kill, unless they're just gonna be going for the 1v1. Mao just goes like, I'm dying here. Gonna be trading it. That is quite messy. There's gonna be the shutdown gold for Ramune, which is not the best. However, four stacks. I've just seen 4 stacks already for the Kindred. I'm not sure where she got the 4th one, but 4 stacks now. 12 minutes. That's pretty good. 4 stacks now. Quite equal game. So far, quite equal. The most important is scaling. Obviously, the stacking champion just needs to keep their stacking. That's the most important here. Mao was... This is a nice trade. Invested in a little bit with the flash. But nonetheless, still at least was able to trade it. Also, it's a good reminder, everyone, to look at your watches. Level 10 on the Catherine. We are nearing 16. Also, I guess like Otacon would be speeding up the process as well. If there's an Otacon in about 7 minutes, that would definitely speed up the 16 process. Meanwhile, Mao gonna get ganked. Yep, I'm not sure Mao survives this one. The 1v3 ultimates being used under the threat. It's gonna go to Dragon Blood. There is not really much he could do there. But what is gonna be the reply? King Norway now on the bot side. Minion wave is gonna be pushing in quite soon. Creative also got some alone time. I mean, that's not too bad. This creative with the alone time, that might be quite beneficial later on. The minion wave is not the biggest. Because of that, King Norway would rather not even bother with that. I feel like he got yeah. He got a camp. That's 5 stacks now. 5 marks for Kindred for now. Got stole away one of the mark camps. 5 stacks on this Kindred. I feel like once the Custodian also gets level 16, they're gonna be ready. The stacks are gonna be ready. Scaling is gonna be in their side. Magus is gonna be called out. He has to use the ultimate. I mean, he's gonna get out with using any of the summoners. Ultimate, not the best, but it's gonna be back for the whatever next objective they decide to go on. Alright. 5 minutes until Otacon. I feel like that's gonna be a pretty important objective, considering the XP and levels. We'll see how much Younger Gaming is gonna be forcing that, but I do feel like that's something that should be important. Mao gonna be well aware what's happening here. But is Charlie aware what's happening here? There's gonna be the engage coming in from Younger Gaming. Charlie is gonna be stunned. There's the stun. Should be a kill. Who's gonna be the one getting it? Oh no, Charlie just barely but gets out. Has to use the Alistair ultimate. Had to use the flash, had to use everything, but he's out now. And Ramune, meanwhile, was able to get a little bit of damage to the turret, but there is Creative coming in with the TP.
ただミッドのアウタータワーを大きく削れているヤンヤンゲーミング。戦っていくリフトウォークからの回線。ラムネに対してうまくスローを与えた。もう一度リフトウォーク。
Oh, 1v1.
ポータルワープを使いながら
Ramune just wanna get out. I'm not even sure you can like... Can you like stun? I'm okay, not even sure, but whatever. Ramune got out. Use a TP. That 1v1 was not gonna go anywhere. However, I mean, it shows that creative is quite strong. Needs more. Level 12 already. Look at the watch, it's level 12. It will be the second dragon for Younger Gaming if they take it. I would assume Dragon Blood just gonna be trading it for the Herald, or Herald is already down. And Younger Gaming gonna get the dragon. That's just a normal trade. And if you look at the items, I want you guys to look at the boots. There's only one boot that has been bought, and that's a bit of a... There's a magic resist boots, right? Am I crazy? Magic resist boots, lol. There's a magic resist... Yeah. Is it magic resist? I only know the old icon, I know I'm old. Yeah, that's it. Where is it? King Norway gonna keep getting down, Charlie? Gonna be getting Charlie down. And even Pink is gonna be full. There's a solo ball for Mao.
多分チャーリーの狙いとしてはミッドのアウターを折った後にあそこのポジションにみんなで流れることでカサディにプレッシャーが入ってボットのアウターが取れるという狙いだったと思うんですよね。
Oh yeah, that's Mercs. I would assume a lot of these players are gonna be going for Mercs. Again, like if you just build MR, like you basically counter Dreaming 24's comp. I mean, King Norway didn't get a stack for this one, however, nonetheless, the kill is very important. And also Mao was able to get a kill on the top side as well. Nice solo kill there. Counter stack with the flash. Well done. Dreaming 24 still has the gold lead. That is mostly because of mid lane. But there is quite a big CS differential there. Creative still level 12. So there's a bit of a time still left until the Castellin is gonna get unleashed. But Otacon is coming up soon. If Younger Gaming just got level 13. But if Otacon is coming up, the level 16, the dream is gonna be closer and closer. Otacon gonna be spawning topside, so that's where they should be putting their focus on. And I feel like soon enough, after a little bit of a reset, that's exactly what's gonna be happening. Meanwhile, Mao is gonna be super strong, and with the Mercs, he's obviously gonna be taking way less damage from all the members, basically, from Dreaming 24. Now, there was an attempt from Dragon Blood for a dive, but there's Magus, there's also Mao coming in with the TP. And the counter-strike is gonna be hitting on one member, I think. The damage is quite high. Norway had to use the ultimate to save his own team members. But now they have to be escaping here. Dragon Blood already with one kill. Younger Gaming is extremely low. They have to just get out. It could have been so much worse. How did this happen? Guys, yeah, after this one, just, I mean, I see there's some magic resist already, but come on, upgrade your Mercs. Upgrade your Mercs. Get your magic resisting. Like, BLM's damage is high. Rise and Shyvana, they're gonna have high damage, no question about that. But you just need Mercs or all kinds of magic resist. That's what you need. Well, these guys haven't really had anything for now. That's why like the damage is so high. But this is pretty easily counterable already off the TP. Custody now has Mercs. So not TP, like, yeah, recalling and TPing back. Now Custody has now Mercs. King Norway. I mean, I would assume King Norway also goes for the attack speed one. So ADC, I mean, we'll see. But there's already magic resist little cloth. Obviously, I still feel like that the later the game goes, the more it's gonna be biting back, even though Dreaming24 has the gold lead now. Their laning is quite good. The Rise is getting really scary right now. I have to mention that. The Rise is really incredibly scary at the moment. But level 14 on on creative, a lot of things I'm like, Dreaming24 is looking really strong. They're really strong, but Young Gaming is just like this much away from absolutely overthrowing them. They're scaling level 15 on creative. Their scaling is about to come online. King Norway has 5 stacks still. They gotta be starting to attack on. I mean, creative is not around. He doesn't even have TP, but nonetheless, they're gonna be starting attack on. I'm not. It's not global, right? Okay, creative is gonna be dying to Ramuna and Charlie. Oh no, Mao was so pretty. Oh. I mean, they're gonna be getting. Oh no, they didn't get a single paddle. What are they doing? And even creative is dying. What are they doing? What is Young Gaming doing? What are they doing? They had the game in their hands. They had the game in their hands. And now Dreaming24 gonna get 2 turrets. Got the Atacon. I mean, they didn't get the Atacon, but they got all the all the pallets. Got all the pallets. They're gonna be overscaling them now. Rise is absolutely online. There's 1 Merc, and that's it. Okay, 2 Mercs. King Norway doesn't have basically any magic resist. 9 doesn't have any magic resist. Magus also doesn't have any magic resist. What is happening here? Dreaming24 might just make this playoff race a little bit easier. We don't have to look for head-to-head records. We don't have to look for game scores. If Dreaming24 wins here, it's easy. Basically, just score. They're gonna have like a 7 score. And Vero Youth also gonna have 7. While Younger Gaming gonna have like 5 or something, and they're not gonna make it then. Shojin. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Shojin and Thunder Sky. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. He's kind of cooking. You know. Wait, Shibata kind of cooking. Kind of freaking cooking there. I was like, why there are no mercs? I wanted to get the mercs out there. I was like, hey guys, what's up with that? You know, too many AP. I guess the answer is just building AD Shyvana, Thunder Sky, Spirit of Shojin. Oh my god, Dragonblood kind of cooking here. I wasn't familiar with your game. I cannot tell. I wasn't familiar with your game. I'm still gonna be building I don't even know what probably not is it? Okay, not sure. Still gonna be building some AP now. However, that was a really nice choice there. Thunder and Spirit Shojin going for the AD route, sorry. And there is a Mercs like now for 3 members on Young Gaming. That is gonna be the Mercs. But I wanna be honest, Shivara going AD. It's kind of like a plot twist here. The Rise is still gonna be incredibly strong, obviously. The Gwen also gonna be strong, obviously. Like obviously the Mercs still very rented here. But the Shivana is kind of cooking them. Shivana kind of just being able to now go in. Kind of just being able to go in now. As yep, DM gonna be starting that Baron. There's Charlie though, coming for the headbutt. There's immediately ultimate coming in from Dragon. Dragonblood is gonna be quite low here actually. Oh no, they have to win the fight. Dragonblood is going down. Mao, my bitch is carrying this one. Mao. Gonna be putting some Mao still alive. How is this guy not dead? I mean, Vainada going in. Nana should be getting the kill there. Every one of members from DM is going down. There's ultimate from Norway just in time for the knockup, and they're gonna be getting the ace. What is happening? Young Gaming coming back from defeat. What? Level 16. Guys, I forgot to look at my watch. I forgot to look at my what? It is time. It is time for Constantine. Level 17 now, but level 16 when the fight is happening. Level 16. It is, they're out of time. You don't have any more time left on this lift. I forgot. The level 16 Constantine coming in. Bam, 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 bam. Also, I mean, Mauve is kind of carrying here, I have to say. Mauve is kind of popping the hell off. Jesus Christ, that was an incredible fight. I was already saying that, like, guys, you know, unfortunately we have to say goodbye to Young Gaming. I was like, unfortunately, you know, it's gonna be an easy peasy ranking. We don't have to look for head-to-head or anything like that. Young Gaming said no. They said, no. Dream in 24. It's past 24. Now it is time for our dream. As Young Gaming gonna be turning the game upside and around. They're gonna be getting the turrets. I mean, they really haven't been able to get turrets. They were quite far behind in the macro. Mao is gonna be incredibly strong. Oh, Jesus Christ. Even as the arm guard. Wait, oh my god. EP items? Okay, guys, going Zonya's. Got a little AP Jax with the Zonya's. Creative. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Oh. He got a kill. You got a kill. You don't look at your watch. Check your watch. You know what time it is? You don't know what time it is. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean, they just opened this game absolutely wide. Yeah, Dragon, I mean, Baron buff ending in still just a minute. They still have a little bit of time. That's already 4,000 of a lead for them with the Baron, I mean. They're gonna get the Soul Point, Mountain Soul Point against the Corky Rice. Oh. Oh. Good luck. Good luck. Dreaming 24, good luck. You know, good luck. That's what I'm saying. Good luck. Good luck. Mao might be caught out here though. Okay, I feel like that's a little too much for him. I mean, Dragon Blood is the Sundered Sky probably gonna be healing up. Mao also has his own Sundered Sky, but not 1v3. Yeah, Dragon Blood is gonna be taking him down. It is what it is. A little bit of a blunder, but nonetheless, like, all things considered, still about the 4,000 of a Baron power play. Is this Red Bull? I'm not sure if LJL is sponsored by Red Bull or not. But nonetheless, about 4,000. 3 items across the board. Costa is also pretty close to Magi's. Well, not Magi's. I mean, that would be fun as well, but I mean, Rabadons. The level 18 Costa in with the Rabadons. Oh, Jesus Christ. One more back. I think the Rabadon is coming for creative. No. Okay, he's going bot side. I feel like he needs one more wave. He needs one more wave. They don't really want to fight now. There's nothing really to fight for anyways. Just one more wave. I think after this wave he's gonna recall and just get the Rabadons. I really don't think Young Gaming is gonna fight before the Rabadons. Yep, there's the recall. The Rabadon's incoming. Come on, there you go. There's the Rabadons. There is the Rabadons. TP available if they would wanna use it. I'm not even sure they really would need to use the TP. I mean, rather, creative is gonna go topside, and if his services are needed, then he would just be TPing to wherever the team is. Good side laning. I mean, I kind of flamed the side gaming last game. I kind of was like, last game, it was very youth versus Karachidan. Side laning was kind of non-existent this time around, though. I have to say, it's pretty good. Look at the lanes. All the lanes are, almost all the lanes are in favor of Younger Gaming right now. They use their Baron buff pretty well. Oh, okay, that's... Come on, happens to all of us. Because now, I mean, there is a bit of a group gathering on the top side. The Baron is still quite far away. This fight is not going to be granting the Baron for anyone. However, ooh, creative immediately going Zhonya's. Has to get out. I mean, the mana is still pretty high on this guy. So many mana items, and yep, he's never going to be going out. Oh, wait a second. 2 Zhonyas for Dreaming 24, but now they're coming in Mao just to clean up all the others. Dragon Blood is incredibly low, but he's going to be taken out by Mao. That's going to be a double kill for Mao. He's still going. Mao still going. Remember, Mao has Thundered Sky. He can be going. He can keep going as long as he wants. Oh! Almost. But now it's 30 minutes in, and there is a wave coming, and the 3 damage dealers, AP damage dealers, the main damage dealers are down. Now, History still has the Lord Dominics, but is this gonna be enough? I don't think so. Not like this. 5 members pushing on the Nexus. Mao still gonna be super low, but there is Thundered Sky still healing him up. Creative has to retreat for a second. Oh, they cannot end. The minions are cleaned up. They cannot end, but History. Oh, Nina! Charlie, super low. Wow! Alright, Charlie. Oh no. TP coming in for Gwen. Ping might make the play of the year in one way or another. Maybe for themselves, maybe for the enemy team. But there it is, Exhaust. There is the knock-up. Ping is super low, but there's the Rise as well. There's Mao. Mao gonna be ping. Mao is down. Gamune is still full health. Can they juke it around? There's comes the Magus. Also Dragon Blood, but there is also Creative coming in back. Creative is gonna get a kill. Constantine, what is happening? This is crazy. This is a crazy ending, and once again, I feel like if I understand the rules correctly, Dreaming 24 is still in playoffs, like they already qualified if I understand the rules correctly. However, Young Gaming needs to win. They need to win to get to playoffs, and I feel like they want it. I feel like they want it. They want to rush it. They're like Mountain Soul on the menu. They're not going to ending for now. They're like, guys, please do not screw it up. Oh, Charlie is going to be getting, but Dragon Blood is also here. Ultimate immediately used by King Norway. But History is already down. Dragon Blood should be the next target. Everyone is incredibly low here. Dragon Blood is getting the kills. King Norway is already down. Dragon Blood, what else can you do? Dragon Blood is down. There's the double for Creative. Oh my god. What is happening? This is the craziest ending to a game. They have to recall. Ping. Okay, they have to. What? Dragon? Wait. What? Wow, the dragon is dodging her. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, he just wanted to check like how the dragon is doing. I mean, they can see that they haven't taken it. But there is in the picture you can see dragon is being taken. Mountain Soul, baby, Mountain Soul! Against a Rise, against a Corki. How on earth do you ever kill Young Gaming after this? They were already pretty hard to kill. Very, very fat Kindred. Incredibly fat Kasadin. And then Ezreal is also just quite, you know, jumpy around. How do you kill this team? How do you kill them? There's no way, you cannot. Yeah, level 18 Castellin. I mean, he does such things like that. Yep. Oh! I mean, he's kind of low here. He can just jump around, right? Zhonya's being used. There's also Mao. Mao with a counter-strike coming in. Mao 1 versus 4. Okay, let's see how OP this champion is. There's the Zhonya's. Gonna go for the counter-strike. Oh, gonna be knocked up. Thunder Sky not gonna be happening too much here. Okay, one for one. Both top laners. So that might be Young Gaming is gonna be taking the Baron. That's crazy. Literally, for the last 5 minutes, there was action in every single second. That is insane. There's a Baron, sorry. There's a Baron for Young Gaming once again. They also have the Mountain Soul. Incredible against Ramona, incredible against History. What is the next target? You know, pushing the lanes in. The mid lane is looking juicy. The mid lane is incredibly juicy. But Creative is sticking around on this place. Still has the Baron powered recall, so it's gonna be pretty fast, and they cannot really catch him. Oh, he's teleporting away. Oh, top side. Teleport on the top side. Of course, they're gonna be pushing in this wave as well. While they're having the Baron for 2 more minutes. I feel like they want to end this while the Baron is up. They have the tools. They have the tools to end it. Creative is going a little bit too dangerous. Very risky play. Everyone is back up. Mao. Giving Mao. Mao does not have TP. Has to Vogue the Vogue, but now everyone is going to be resetting. They're not going to be risking it. We're kind of entering the point where full items are soon to be coming. Rise very close to full item. History also very, very close to selling that the how do you call it? Oh my god, I forgot the blade, Doran's blade. Very close to selling that one as well. Full items are coming in very soon for both teams. The stacks, how the stacks are. Let's see, I hope we can see the Kindred stacks for one more time, but we're not seeing it currently. How many if I see the Kindred being highlighted, I'm gonna be telling you guys. Okay, Mao coming, Mao going in. Mao going in with the counter attack immediately in Zhonya's. But the Gwen is already down. I think that's it. I think that's it. Ping and Dragon Blood is down. There's the counter attack on the chair, on the Charlie as well. Mao just going in. Mao is not incredibly low. Ultimate being used by King No Raid just to say Mao. Magus is gonna be going down to the turret 100%. Oh, but Noina is going crazy here. The Qs are gonna be destroying the enemy. There's Ramune. Okay, this is like literally just a machine gun Ezreal right here. He literally just used the ultimate. What is the cooldown on that thing? And they're gonna finish another game. They're gonna finish on this game. And Young Gaming, despite all the odds, despite having such a hard route here, they got sent up to the death group. They got the unluckiest draw. But they said, no, Fate, you're not gonna be playing us today. Against all odds, they're gonna be making the playoff stage. Look how happy they look. Look how happy they are. Defying all the odds. When I see them like being sent into the upper bracket, it's like random which teams get sent into, but one team gets sent into like the better teams. It's like all luck or unluck rather. And they were the ones. When I saw that, I was like, oof, they're the team still fighting for their spot in the playoffs. And they got the unluckiest draw possible. However, they turned it around. What a game they had. For the last 10 minutes, with just back-to-back action. Not stopping for a single moment. And I'm not even sure who gets to play offs now. So, if I understand the rules correctly, Young Gaming and also DM as well making playoffs. I feel like DM is also in playoffs. If I understand the rules correctly, that's how it works. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if there is any like official information on this. I am like almost certain that DM and Young Gaming, both of them have made the playoffs just now. But before that interview... What's it with? Creative. Welcome. You have got to the knockout stage on your own. How are you feeling right now? Yeah, I mean, I'm the happiest person in the world right now. I'm really happy. Creative, you have picked Casterin today. We were like, yeah, it's gonna go to late game, so that's why you chose it. But like, why did you choose? Like, we think it's because late game, but why did you choose it? Yeah, when enemy has picked, an enemy first picked Gwen, so we kind of knew it's gonna be Gwen top. And we've also seen that Ramuna has picked AP as well. So there are a lot of AP. There are a lot of APs. So I thought Casterin would be good against their AP champions. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. They made a mistake with the APs. That's what I said. I'm a pro player. We're on the same wavelength.
非常に難しいのがやっぱりポイントとしてあると思うんですけど、クリエイティブ選手はそのカーサリングをどうやって運用していこうかなって考えてたんでしょう。
So, what are you looking for when you're playing Casterin? Like quite a hard champion to play.
最近まで正直カサディン結構
So when I started playing Casterin, I wasn't really good with him.
入ってから結構
Basically, I just picked up Rod of Ages,
ロアをまず始め
and I still had to wait a lot until he becomes strong.
16レベルまで
But as like the Rod of Ages went up, as I hit level 16,
なるほど。その上で
that's when I get strong. So just like it takes time.
っていうのが16
So you also have Stack the Dragons,
ドラゴンはどうやってコントロールしていくっていう話
and it was a very important soul for you guys. So how is it about the dragon control?
弱いんですけど、11レベルのタイミング
So yeah, since Casterin is quite weak in the beginning,
その時間前まではギブってそれ以降はもう
but I mean, when we got the dragons, I was already level 11, which is like I was still pretty strong, like not the strongest, but I was still pretty strong, and we were able to fight them.
ちょっと気になったのがグエンをわざと開けたっていうセリフがありましたよね。
So yeah,
もう
はい
ジャックスをカウンターで運用するのが狙いで開けたっていうことなんでしょうか。
so you used you built Staros. Is it because of
そ
Gwen?
もそもカサディンをここ相手はカサディン結構
I mean, I mean that's what as well, but also like because of
その上でグエンもさらに取ってくれると逆にありがたいっていう話が
I mean, yeah, that definitely as well. But I feel like just like build it because the Gwen built it because of Casterin.
ちょっとまだノックアウトステージに
So now that you made it to the knockout stage,
ちょっとまだわかる
you're gonna be in the top 6 teams who are advancing there. Which team
当たってみたい
Which team from this top 6 that you wanna be
そうです
facing?
ね一番初めの方に
At the start?
結構
At the start, I really wanna face Cutie Dig. I really wanna face them. Because we lost to them in the qualify, like in the open qualifiers. So I feel like now we're in a better position. We just want to have a rematch against them. Finally, anything you want to say to the fans? Thank you everyone who was supporting us. Now that we are in the knockout stage, we will do our best there as well. And we want to get as long as we can. I hope we can showcase to you guys how strong Young Gaming is. Thank you very much. Thank you, Creative. This is Creative from Young Gaming. Thank you for the interview. Thank you.
ドラフト勝ちと言いますか。
そうですね、しっかり AD ラムレ選手ない。まあでも
Yeah, I mean, that was my assumption as well. I mean, that was my assessment, the whole situation. When I saw that they were picking up Rise, I was like, what? I mean, I guess like they went AD, kind of AD, they went AD Shyvana, which is like fine. But this is like so much AP, like why? They could have went like Corky mid and then another AD. I don't understand the reasoning.
そしてまだビッグマッチが残っております。続いてマッチ6となります。リジェクト vs QT リグとなります。
Yep, now comes the big match.
ませていただきます。それでは一旦失礼いたします。
Now comes the big match after the break. So what is the rules? So Dreaming 24 and Younger Gaming have made it, right? Like they have made it to the knockout stage, right? Do I understand this correctly or not? There is a question here. Because I'm fairly certain I do understand it correctly. I've read the rules. And they are winning the head-to-head against everyone else. I mean, namely, Vero Youth. Wait. So okay, the list is not updated. I have no idea what's happening. The Wikipedia is like not really having it well. I hope they're gonna be showcasing the... Oh my god, that's a long time. Okay, we're just gonna check the Wikipedia then. Where is my window? I don't really understand how... So, I know they are same. But their Death on Gaming was already out. I feel like that because Vero Youth has lost to both Young Gaming and Dreaming 24, they're just losing the head-to-head to everyone. So Vero Youth should be out. Which means that Dreaming 24 and Young Gaming are in, right? I feel like that is the case. It just says not updated it yet. I'm gonna check Twitter to see if this is the case or not. I am like, has it said anything about this? Oh, I wanted to retweet this. Okay, have they said anything about like how exactly this is happening? Like, I wish they would show some like glimpses of that on the broadcast, like what is happening here, but they are not. I feel like they just okay. So, Young Gaming tweeted. I mean, they in the interview as well. There were the casters said that like they made it play us. Oh, so Cutie Dig. They literally just had a match in the VCJ, which is like the tier 2 Valorant. They have just won. They've just won against Reject, and now Hetel says that we won in Valorant. We're gonna be winning in League of Legends as well against Reject. They just won 2-0 as well. Oh. QT Dig, formerly known as Sengaku Gaming, has just beaten Reject in Valorant 2-0 as well. And Hetel says, we won in Valorant. We're gonna be winning today as well, like in League of Legends. He is confident. Last time around, they did. That was Reject's first loss. That was Reject's first loss in the LJL. Let's see if they can do this. Let's see if they can do this again. Okay. Castellin. Yep. So they said that because the Castellin Dream together with that they made it to knockout stage. Young Gaming. But I don't understand then. What about Valor Youth? I mean, I'm following them, so if they tweet something, if they tweet something, I'm gonna be seeing that. Okay, let's check the LJL. Oh, this one. Let's check this one. Is it updated now? Not yet. But I'm fairly certain I know it right. I mean, I can show you guys the rule book. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, do you guys want to see the rule book? Okay, let's see. Oh my god, there's so many fucking... Oh my Jesus Christ, there's so many ads on this side. Okay, there's the rulebook. Let's read the rulebook together to find a conclusive outcome. Let's throw this around. Where was the tiebreaker rules? Wait. Some tiebreak. So tiebreaker. Basically the regular tournament, which is like not the finals tournament, the regular tournament. Here's the tiebreaker rules. First and foremost, points. Obviously, the points you get, that's gonna be the most important. And if the points are the same, then advance to rule number 2. Now let me just remind everyone that the points are currently the same across the 777. Most of the game scores, by the way, because it's important, since if we advance to the second rule, then basically all the tournament, like each tournament, the stage, like the how you guys like on the stage, on this particular stage, the wins and the losses number, like the number of the wins and losses, it's just the same. Game score exactly the same. If this is the same, move on to number 3. Number 3. Head-to-head score. Head-to-head score. You know, victory or loss. That's it. That's important. Is it a victory? Is it a loss? And the game time as well is important in the victories, but that doesn't matter because victories. If you go back here, check out Vero Youth. They literally lost to both of those other teams. They really lost to them. And Dreaming 24 and Young Gaming, I'm pretty sure they also played. Oh, literally played now. So Young Gaming is actually gonna get 5th and Dreaming 24 6th, I think. I think that is the current situation, but I'm not sure why they are like not. I feel like the rules are very simple on this. I'm not sure if I like mistook it or I'm not sure if I'm like misunderstanding it or maybe this. I mean, this doesn't mention like if it would be. Doesn't mention if this would be like necessarily. Wait. Wait a second. Okay, I read the two groups, you know. But the same is true for the 3 ones. Yeah, no. I mean, this is, I mean, obviously, like, this is the same. So basically, I was like, okay, so if there is 3 or more teams who are tied, then basically, first and foremost, the game score, which is, we just checked the same. Move on to the second point, and it's like the head-to-head score amongst the like the tied teams, which the highest win percentage is actually to Young Gaming, and Vero Youth lost to all of them. So this also seems pretty much done and dusted. I feel like the rules are saying. Wait, what is it completed already? Okay, I'm whatever. I'm pretty sure Dreaming 24 also made it. I'm like 100% sure. I don't care what others are saying. I don't care what the Leaguepedia is saying. I know I'm right. There's one more game left. Reject versus QT League. The most important game of all time. Can QT League once again beat Reject? Keep in mind, that was their only ever loss. In the LJL, I mean. In the LJL, that was their only ever loss. QT League was able to do it. Now, can they do it again? Heading into playoffs? Technically, if Reject loses here, they're not gonna get a bye to semis. But it's like, I mean, whoever, I mean, they're gonna beat whoever gets in quarters. And there's no way in hell that QT League would be picking Reject. Because they're gonna have the... They're gonna have like the choice. There is no way they would be picking them. So that's whatever. I do have a feeling that we're gonna be having the QT League Reject finals that we have all been waiting for. That would be so awesome. Last finals were kind of meh. I would be so happy to have a hype finals this time around like that.
さあということで本日のラストゲームメインステージのラストゲームそして大一番でございます1位2位の直接対決になりましたリジェクト VS QT ディグとなりますけれども改めてこの試合どういった試合になりそうですか
最高の試合になるんじゃないかな
Reject, can you revenge your previous loss? Or QT League, can you just undeniably beat them 2 times in a row? Only team who can beat them. Can you be that one or can Reject get the revenge? I'm not doing the best. Hopefully I'm gonna get better tomorrow on this SCP. I mean, you already know about the players. QT League has just won actually in Valorant. They beat Reject 2-0.
注目してほしいなと思いますね。
And and you know what's funny? Like in the stage, they've already beaten them once in League of Legends. If QTD beats Reject once again, they're gonna be beating 2-0, like considering the whole stage. They would be able to 2-0 them in across 2 games.
ただやっぱリキャップがちょっと苦しんでますよね。
そうですね。ちょっとローズであったりとかそういった部分に苦しい思いはしているが、ここが耐えられるかどうかもリジェクト重要ですよね。
そうですね。
さあ相対する QT リーグのスターターです。
And then we have QT League, formerly known as Sangaku Gaming. Hatel already. Oh, Yuhi is Ash. Hatel, I'm not sure what he's doing. Dies, just taking pictures. Washidai. What? Breaking things? Talia? Talia? I'm not sure. Top Talia incoming.
というのもありますが、わしらいのペンタが出たというのも。
Oh, he got a penta. Yeah. Washidai got a penta just yesterday. Maybe he was trying to mimic that one.
あとやっぱり夕日の安定感がその QT リーグの集団戦の一つ要になっていると。結構 EL がこのどういったらいいんでしょうね。軸を据えるようなチャンピオンではなくて、結構自分自身で何かアクションをしていくようなチャンピオンを取る傾向にすごくあるので、キャリーがベイトしなきゃいけないっていうシーンがただ生まれるんですけど、そういうところで夕日がうまくバランスを取っているチームだなと。
This is our last game.
パフォーマンスというのが集団戦に影響するかなと
I am
思っている。
very inclined to see who made it to playoffs.
爆発力があるのはもちろんサンバーではある。
そうです。
Hopefully there's not gonna be like a tiebreaker match because I have stuff to do.
こそ EL であったりダイスが暴れるというようなチームですよね。
そうですね。
あとはやっぱり昨日の鷲来選手のペンタキルキャリア初となってますから彼のキャリア初ペンタですからね。
キャリア初なんですね。
アカデミーも含めてキャリア初ペンタです。
お祝いしたんですかね。
いやなのでもう
Already. What's happening here? Mr. Dalton. Wait, this is still not updated? Okay, so the
ジャックスじゃないんだ。対面のジャックスを調理したんじゃなくて自分のチャンピオン調理したんだっていうなんかちょっと僕は思ったんですけれども、それはさておき。
there's draft. Okay, I'm gonna talk about more this game now, but why is it not updated? I'm fairly certain that this already decided that Vero Youth is out.
ポイントその結果、リジェクトがブルーサイドで決定いたしました。パッチは 25.7 グローバル版ございません。トリスターナから始まっています。ザイラ、バルス、ナフィーリ。
So far, quite normal bans here.
グエンとランブル、スカーナ。
Reject is trying to ban out Yuhi as well, it seems like. Well, QT League just focusing on the OP champs. Gwen is very visibly left up. Nofri is banned, but Gwen is not, and exactly first pick for Kinatsu. I mean, I guess like Forest could also play it again. It's more of a King Norway champion, but I mean, I think Forest played the Gwen beforehand. I wouldn't completely be surprised. From the remaining top laners, I don't even really know who you would want. Nar was, what should I got a Penta on Nar? But it's gonna be the Ezreal. Let's not talk about top lane for now. Let's see what's happening there. Ezreal is gonna be the first pick for QTD. Are they gonna be picking the support now? Or is it gonna be Ambessa? It is the Ambessa. I'm gonna be picking up all these normal champions, quite high prio in this meta. What else is left? I mean, Ruchek can also go for potentially an ADC pick here. Somewhere Forge MVP definitely would be liking some strong picks, but Forest gotta be deciding on the Xinjiao.
これでグエンがジャングルに行くという選択肢はありません。トップレーン、キナツのグエンです。
That's also gonna be kind of confirming top lane Gwen, but again, besides King Norway, others are not really playing jungle Gwen. Now what is for Recap? Recap has played so much Corki. But I mean, there's already the 80, so I guess like Corki would still be fine because of Gwen. Nonetheless, they're just gonna be going for Somber Skysta. He has had so many amazing performances on her. And because of that, seeing all the Seekers, it feels like Hatel would be locking in now the Braum. a little bit of a shield for use Ezreal.
いや、そうですね。
So far, nothing unusual. We just come up from a game that had like a Kassadin, a Shyvana, and fun picks like that. This is not really like that, right guys? This is more what you would consider meta.
なんかイージートリガーにされたくないんだったら消しますけど。
But nonetheless, I mean, these are strong picks. And I do feel like this match is gonna be interesting to watch. Alice band? Alice support has kind of fallen off. I don't remember the last time I've seen it, but seems like they don't want the early aggression for Sambar and Rana. The Rumble. Rumble jungle. L has played the Rumble jungle. L has also played the Ambassador jungle, I guess. So there is gonna be the Rumble band. No jungle ambassador, no Rumble jungle. I mean, could be ambassador jungle still. But what is the top pick in that case? Is this gonna be top ambassador with jungle Sejuani? A lot of Fleorians in here. They're gonna have quite a strong front line, but now I feel like they still need a little bit more damage. I'm interested who's gonna be the mid laner. I guess like Ambassador also could technically be a mid laner. But then they would need like some hyper AP carry on the top side. They need some really hyper carry. I mean, Rise obviously comes to mind. That's something that even Reject could be picking up right now. I feel like a Rise denial would be pretty good for them. I mean, we'll see what they're deciding on. It does feel like that Rise is a very popular pick. Ori also, just when I said it, Recap has played quite a lot of Ori. And it does look like that he's gonna be locking it in. Makes sense. What is the reply? My initial guess. You know what? No, Dice have watched the last game. He went like, guys, I've seen the other guy. This creative guy was absolutely carrying on the Kassadin. He goes, hey guys, I have to do it. Coach, son, we have to go die. We have to go to Kassadin. Worked for Young Gaming. It must be working for us.
リジェクト相手に刺さるのかという疑問は残りますが、それでもカサディンの選択を、これはもう準備してきたということで。
We have a second Kassadin game in a row. That is incredible.
結局耐えれちゃうんで、耐えれちゃうカッサリンは強いっていう話ですからね。
さあ、ということで、
Our last game of the LJL Storm 3 stage, and we have another Kassadin picked today, this time by QTD Dice.
かなり現実的な時間になってますよ。結構現実的ですね。ただ44
Which is the emote that's like, what? This one.
ので、現実的44分以内じゃないとね。はい。
Okay. This time I QT that or last game of the LJL Storm stage, and we have another Kassadin pick today. This time around. Or super teams or battling it out in RC versus QTD. Or last game the LJL Storm stage, and we have another custom today. This time I QT that or super teams are battling it out. RC versus QTD.
何にせよ先手を取っていきたいのはリジェクトになっていますから、情報を取りつつ有利なレーンを作っていきたい。まあそんな中で結構大事になってくるのがボットレーンですかね。ボットレーン。はい。2レベというか1ウェーブ目の先行ウェーブを
Who would have guessed? We get not one, but two Kassadins today. It's a little unorthodox pick here. I was expecting more something in lines of a Rise. But I mean, Kassadin beat Rise just last game. So that means Kassadin better than Rise. It's just maths. QTD obviously coming in here with a little bit of an ego. And why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they have an ego when they were so far the only team who was able to beat Reject? And oh my god, that is close. That is basically the closest we've seen so far. Not just for Reject. I mean, obviously for Reject usually gets like 90% or something. But that is the closest prediction we've seen just in general for any team. I mean, fans of the PKMs know that these two teams are here to battle it out. And Reject coming in here with revenge in their eyes. Or there's gonna be Rhino with the first, but they're not gonna go for more. Yui is still there. Barrier still available for him. But it seems like they're gonna be leaving it like this. One kill for Rhino, but Somber also with the assist. They're gonna be needing to recall. And they're aggressive. They are aggressive. Reject coming in here for revenge in their eyes. QTD has beaten them once. Week 1 in their first match. They've beaten them. Reject though, they don't let it just slide. They won very, very cleanly last year. Reject has won absolutely stomping, absolutely clean Forge, which was our first split. They had no competition. And now QTD, formerly known as Sengoku Gaming, coming in here, coming in swinging when they also just obviously win, when just like Reject, they completed open qualifier without a single defeat. And in the main stage, immediately they got matched with Reject. They beaten Reject, the first LJL team to do so. But Reject, they are not gonna be giving up now as Forest coming down for a gank, and now Somber is also gonna get his own kill. And it's not done. Yuhi is gonna be the next target as Yuhi has used the barrier here, but Forest is the one who's completing the feat of strength. Or is it not one of the feats? I don't know how exactly the naming works in here. And L is gonna be called out here as well. He has no flashes. There's a charm. Perfect. Somber gets another one. Reject coming in here with blood in their eyes. And blood on the rift leaving after them. 4 kills already in 4 minutes for them. This team is not screwing around. This team is absolutely not screwing around. Forest level 4 already coming in for the gang. Hetal is only level 2. This is really, really rough. Yep. And I mean barrier. Yuhi kept the barrier from the previous fight, but didn't help him too much. Still gonna be Forest. Gonna get his 3rd kill very, very fast in the first feat. And at this point, Flash is already being used by L. Perfect charm, fight recap. There's nothing he could do. Probably try to go for over the wall, but again, the charm is perfect there. Reject coming out swinging. I talked a lot about QTD, how this team is the one who's actually challenging them. And so far, I know, it's not looking the best. I know it's looking like I might have scammed you guys, but I would never scam you. I swear, this team, QTD, is actually challenging them. Reject just coming in here, coming in swinging. And they're like, guys, Reject just hates me. That's it. That's the reality. I have been hyping up this matchup as it might be close. It's not gonna be like Reject's other games. And Reject is making it look like there are other games. But I mean, this is pretty early on, and I don't want to just be too doomer. Only 5 minutes into the game, there's already a 2,000 gold lead. Let's forget about it for a second, because there is Kassadin. Look at the watch. Look at your watch, everyone. Keep track of the time, because it's a little further away. We still have to wait a little bit longer. But when it comes, it's gonna hurt. Okay. But L code out here, and there's another kill for Kinatsu. Kinatsu also gonna get his very own kill. So far, perfect gaming QTD. Chat, I swear, oh my god, I swear. I was sick in their previous game. I couldn't stream it. I really wanted to stream their previous game when QTD actually beat Reject. But I was sick. I literally couldn't get up from my bed. So I couldn't stream it. But I swear they have beaten Reject once. And now when I see these two teams getting matched again, I was super happy. I was like, oh wow, finally they're, gonna be a close match once again. I can make YouTube content out of it. It's gonna be very fun to watch. And what do I get? A stomp. So far, an absolute stomp by Reject. Oh my god. I need to put a lot of clips from their previous game in here, just so you guys actually believe me that their previous match was actually not even close, but QTD has beaten Reject. If you just look at the first 7 minutes, you guys would not believe me. And oh my god, QTD couldn't even get all the 3 grubs. First gonna get the last one. They still have the mites in their capacity. That is crazy. No, Reject is absolutely dominating here. I guess it can't be a perfect game anymore. There is 2 grubs for QTD's name, but when but when your biggest concern is if your game is gonna get perfect gamed or not, I think it's already over. Also, they're gonna get at least a few plates. So I mean there is that. Yui gonna get something out of this scenario. After the swap now, Kinetsu is gonna be the one cleaning up the bot lane. But Kinetsu gonna be more than happy to do so. With a little mist, obviously. I feel like with the mist, I feel like Gwen is more than fine into Azure or any other ADC. And topside as well, watch that. Just gonna get his fair share of minions. And this guy who just got a penta kill actually on Renekton yesterday. Which is, popular pentas are already quite rare, but Renekton penta, which is like, it was a real penta, it wasn't like a end the game and just get all the kills. It is like a real, absolutely valid penta from him. It was wild to see. Just like how it's pretty wild to see how much Reject is dominating this one. I mean, it's quite possible that they are still the strongest team. But QTD, no question, they definitely challenge them. And there is a very high chance as well that these are the 2 teams that are going to be seeing in the finals. Actually, if Reject wins here, then it's almost like guaranteed. But even if they're not winning here for some reason, then QTD probably wouldn't pick Reject because they're gonna have the pick. But you know what I mean. Nonetheless, Kinetsu gonna get going down. At least it's gonna be the first kill for QTD. It seems to be the case. Took a while, but finally Dice on the Casterin gonna be getting the first kill for QTD.
ただ当然カウンタープレイになるかトップサイドにここが体を寄せていますがいやここにヘテルのカバー
Taken a while, but this Casterin might be actually getting strong as Reject is gonna go for a dive. This either could go really good or really bad. The answer is going really good. Is Rhino not even gonna be going down there? Oh! No one died. Let's just cut out the part after the kills and before everyone was safe. No one died there. They got some kills. There is like a, how much, like a 3,000-ish gold lead. We don't need to see what else has happened there. Oh, this is still the Kinetsu replay. I mean, that is just an easy kill for them. There is like not really much to analyze here. Okay, this is a bit too cocky from Reject. Oh, QTD. QTD, what are you trying to do here? Oh! Going in. There's also Dice here. That's a 3v2. They should be winning this one. Are they gonna be diving? I mean, the enemy tried as well. It worked out for them. Yeah, it seems like though QTD is not gonna be opting into the dive. A lot has been used though. There's TP from Dice a little bit earlier, ultimate from L. And now it's gonna be Forest, who's gonna go for the counter. Is there anything? Oh, he's gonna be going in. He's crazy. There's not gonna be any retribution for that, but he's crazy. That grubs already there. I would assume that the reject would wanna go to the grubs. 4 still on the table. I mean, Hextech Dragon also spawning. That definitely could be the case. They would rather just focus on the dragons. We've seen both being prioritized by different teams. For now, it looks like that it seems to be the case. Forest is sticking to the bot side. For now, it's looking to be the case that there's gonna be the dragon that Forest is starting. This is gonna be Reject's second dragon, actually pretty fast. And if they take this, it's gonna be in less than 13 minutes. And yeah, they're gonna be giving up the grubs. L immediately gonna go there. Gonna be getting the 4 Ividus to at least, maybe even 5. That's gonna grant the mites for Q3. But Reject goes like, we don't care. We are gonna be very close to getting the Camtech Soul. And oh no, Q3 can only get 1. Oh, Kinatsu is able to stall it for long enough. And that's gonna be the 3 for 3 grubs. That is a disaster for QTD. They cannot even get the mites. I mean, denying the mites from Reject, I guess, is good. But there's like such a nothing burger. They're closing their gold lead a little bit, but yeah, it's looking a little... How much is that? Okay, I need to see like a one... Currently 2,500 for gold lead. About that, I feel like they're closing it a little. Yuhi's farm is pretty good. I feel like that's where it lies mostly. I feel like that's where it lies mostly, but this is just not looking good, man. This is looking quite rough. At one point, Q3 also has to stop the dragon stacking. Was it Camtech that has been buffed recently? I think so. I don't exactly know, but Camtech is, I think, in a pretty good state right now. That's definitely be quite a good soul to have. While Reject is just in the enemy jungle looking for some picks. And I mean, it has been a while since I checked, but level 11, still a little bit of while to go. 16 is not just here yet, but we are getting closer. With every passing minute, we are getting closer and closer to that magical number, and what happens after is only for QTD to decide as now. Or maybe not for them to decide. Maybe this for Reject as now they're getting already 1 kill ahead of this down, but now they're coming to engage. Recap is incredibly low. Yui is still there, no ultimate available for him. There is flash, there is barrier as well if you want to go a little bit deeper in. It seems not to be the case. After Heta went down 0-4-0. Not the best scoreline, but you know, not that many kills from QTD. So after we went down, they were like, okay, let's not fight this. What should I? Gonna give us some gold with the top lane turret. Yui also gonna be chunking to the mid. Yui also gonna be chunking the mid turret. They're like, guys, we're not in really a position to fight right now. Let's just take it very, very slow. Obviously, Reject is being a little bit crazy here, fighting behind enemy turret lines. I'm not sure how that Q hit from Reina, but it is what it is. Somewhere even just ulting in. Very close to getting dice, and a few turret shots to recap, almost taking him down. Yeah, but there is no real chance for Q3 to get closer to them. 3,000 of a gold lead right now, a little bit increased ever since the last time we checked. But it's not the end of the world. Castellin, very close to level 12. I feel like after this wave, he's gonna be getting that one. There you go, level 12 for Castellin. Actually, highest XP in this game. while this all is happening, Herald is gonna be going to reject. Even if they only had 3 grubs, that Herald is definitely gonna be granting out any of the threats. Top lane threat very low, mid lane threat very low. Any of them would be just one shot. They're immediately gonna be using that to get the mid lane threat. That's their second threat in this game. I feel like they can get it. They're not gonna be riding the thread just now as the mid lane thread gonna be going down as those Nautilus Qs are hitting quite hard as now they're gonna get the second charge as well, yeah. He didn't hit the first time, not the second charge. Are they gonna get the second turret as well? Okay, this is a little bit too dangerous. The dice is also here, but they're gonna get the turret. There is nothing that Q3 they can do immediately. Hatal is once again down. Couldn't really have the fight so far, however, Reject has to retreat. They have the power, but the health bars are going quite low. It is well done. Reject actually just treating QTD like any other team in the LJL. It doesn't look any challenging for them. What is happening here? Oh, there is Recap coming in for the charm play onto you. He's gonna be somewhere picking up the kill, but nonetheless, that is incredible. They're gonna get the Third Dragon very, very close to the Camtech Soul. This is a stomp. There is only one kill, one turret, and only just three grubs on the name of QTD. That's basically nothing. Reject is absolutely doesn't care about the super team that is QTD. And the more they stomp, the more I look like a fool for hyping up QTD so much. And chat, okay, hear me out for like the 10th time this today. Hear me out, chat, for the 10th time today. QTD is strong. This is a very strong team. They've showcased it against other teams. They've even showcased it against Reject themselves. They beat Reject the first time. Show the clip, please, chat, believe me. I know this is looking very bad. I know this is looking an entirely different QTD or Reject, or it's looking like an entirely different match altogether. I don't know what's happening. However, let's assume Reject just stomps this game. No breathing room left for QTD. Let's just assume that. If that happens, we're probably gonna get... If Reject wins this one, the situation is gonna be... Reject and QTD would be seeded into the semifinals, meaning that we are more or less guaranteed that we get them in the finals against each other. That would mean that we're going to the finals as a 1-1 record against each other, and we are seeing them in a best of 5. That would be the absolute cinema. And that's what I want. If Reject stomps here, there's just more storylines for me, more content. And that's it, that's my cope. But Reject is looking like a different team today, not gonna lie. There's gonna be Ruinous Atakan spawning. I mean, we had like 5 kills in 5 minutes, so yep, not the most surprising. So yes, not the most surprising as Reject making sure that the dice cannot even get... Okay, the dice not even here. Yep. Reject, are you gonna go for this turret now? They're not afraid. Dice trying to push the top wave on level 13. I mean, oh, this is gonna take a while for this guy to get level 16, as now Reject gonna be going all in. There's a charm immediately onto Hatal once again for the 6th time. He's the first one to fall. And is it just Atakan? I mean, they can get Atakan. I don't think even with Hatal there would have been any chance for Q3 to pick it up. Easy peasy Atakan for Reject. Camtech Soul spawning in little less than 2 minutes. Oh boy, okay, there's a fight on QTD. I mean, I don't really think they can fight this, but they need to. They must, but they cannot. That is the saddest part in it. They're gonna get run over. Already 2 kills for Reject in this fight. Dice and Yui looking for something, maybe to pick up a few blood pellets, but even that one is not for them. They're gonna be recalling Dice. maybe looking for Rhino. No, just recall, just he has to run away. There is not a single thing that QTD can get here. There's just nothing. They are absolutely lifeless. And it's not because of them. I mean, I don't think they made that many mistakes. I mean, I'm not a professional player. I'm not a high-low player either, but it didn't look like that they made that many mistakes. I mean, Heta got caught out in the early stages, so I mean, there is that, but like, Reject was just, but Reject was just running around only level 4. Forest was ganking. They got like 3 kills in only 3 minutes, like it was like 5 in 5. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do with this team? There is nothing you can do against them. And I don't know if this is just a preview of what might be happening in the LJL finals. I hope not. I would really want to see another strong team besides Reject. But for now, it is not the case. For now, this is looking like Reject versus any other LJL team. This is looking like Reject, yeah. This is looking like Reject lost here. Then, as a reminder, for like the open qualifier and also the first week, I think, they had an average win time of 24 minutes. They had some longer games after, but I'm pretty sure for like the first week, they had an average win time of 24 minutes. Yeah, but not just win time. But for the first week and open qualifier, I definitely remember that average game time is 24 minutes. And as we are entering the 24th minute in this game, they're gonna get 2 inhibitors and another fight that's happening. QTD is gonna get destroyed. There's already 3. They're gonna get double 4 Rhino. Wait, sorry, recap triple. Wait a second. Chotomare. Recap? God damn it, they're gonna be stealing it. They're gonna be stealing it away from them. And I'm talking... And I just mentioned how their average game time was 24 minutes and in absolute vintage Reject play, in just under 24 minutes, they're gonna be beating our other super team, QTD. Reject. Okay, they're gonna be stalling. They're gonna be stalling just to kill Hetel for the 8th time this game. And Reject just stomps them. I hyped up this game to be close. What are you doing there? You guys, and Forest is out. Good job, recap. Oh my god, they're not even happy. Look at Kinatsu. Oh, what's happening? Oh my god, wait a second. What is happening here? Did Vikel just bring out the belt before the match? Oh my god, they look so scared. Maybe there was some belt in question. Nonetheless, that is a crazy game. Like I don't have words for that. Okay, chat, can we show once more the clip when QTD actually beat Reject week 1? Just so once again people know that I'm not a liar. Because if you look at what's happening here, I look like a liar. I even question myself if I'm a liar. I need to check the footages myself. I'm not sure if I'm being Mandela affected into another alternative universe or something, but it does not look like that this Reject could ever lose to QTD. And I mean, end result 1 and 2, obviously. I mean, it wasn't surprising. That was I mean, it's not surprising. I feel like before the season. Oops, let me just get to the other one. Got him. I mean, it's not surprising. I feel like before the season, everyone would have said that Reject and QTD, Sengoku Gaming back then, would be the top 2 teams. I feel like that's not a surprise to anyone. But they're back and forth. The fact that Reject finally lost to them, and then the stomp. Oh my god. These 2 teams will be slotted into the 2-seeded semi-final slot. So that means they're gonna be fighting someone else beforehand. But most likely they're gonna be meeting in the finals. And oh my god, what a narrative we have there. Reject's first loss in this league was to QTD. However, QTD has beaten. However, Reject has absolutely stomped them right now. There's gonna be Forest with the interview.
収めて、これでなんと QTD を上回っての1位でメインステージ突破を決めました。改めて今のお気持ちいかがでしょう？
How do you feel now that you have taken revenge against QTD? I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm very happy.
前戦えて負けて
Last time we have fought against them, we
勉
lost.
強して
So after that loss, we have learned.
嬉しい気持ちがあります。
なるほど、ありがとうございます。
We have learned from that loss, and we were able to win now.
かなりベテランプレイヤーと言いますか。
So on the enemy team, QTD's jungler L is a veteran player, a very strong opponent against you. So what was your impression of L?
まあ相手ジャングル
The enemy jungler
俺たち
is
の
pretty
チー
good.
ムなんかうねとか目標でやった
It is our
負けないからこ
Yeah.
れでもっと集中してます。
L on the enemy L is pretty strong. So our team's goal was to not to lose to him. We really focused down L.
フォレスト選手、この試合でのその自分の役割、そしてプランっていうのはどこにあったんでしょう？
So what was your role in this game? What was the plan in from your perspective?
ドラゴンステックがもっと大事な
So since the enemy had a Castellin, we really put a lot of emphasis on our dragon stacking.
ドラゴン中心でやるゲームやってます。
Yeah, we just wanted to stack the dragons to counter the Castellin. I haven't even thought of this, but that is very smart.
フォレスト選手が前を
So
歩
it
く
is
と
a very dragon-centric
誰
game.
も相手の
Yeah.
チームが近づけないような、なんでしょう、フォレスト空間のような場所がボットレーン
So
のブルーバー
Forest,
周辺でできて
you
た
have
と思いますが、あの時はどういうことを考えてプレーされてたんですか？
you made it sure that no one can get close to the buff, the enemy buff, blue buff there.
ササディン全部
So how was it that?
チャンピオンだったし
So this Castellin is an AP.
多分 MR アイテムもあるから
So I built a magic resist.
やるじゃないだったら
Okay, he was like super tanky, didn't let anyone near anyone because he was like he couldn't die. Just built MR
あと
against Castellin.
リベンジしたいとライナ選手が
You have
言って
taken
ましたけれ
revenge.
ども、フォレスト選手リベンジ、そしてリジェクトとしても
Raina said beforehand that he wants to take
フォレ
revenge.
スト選手から何か QT リーグ
And
にメッセージがあったりしますか？
you have now, the team has taken revenge against QT, so is there anything you want to say to them?
はいこれで勝ったけどもっと
So we have won this time around.
俺たちも頑張って
We have done our best. That's
面白い試合やります
let's all of our.
お互い
It was a
勝利し
very
ようと
fun match. It was a very entertaining
フォ
match.
レスト選手の中
You guys have also done well. Let's do our best together. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
はい、ありがとうございました。それでは最後に見てくださっているファンの皆様へ一言コメントをお願いします。
Finally, is there anything you want to say to the fans?
あみんなファンタジー今日も
All the fans.
응원을 뭐라 그러죠?
Oh, Korean.
응원やって
Thank you for cheering for
あり
us.
がとうございます
Just ask how's cheering in Korean. Thank you very much for cheering us. Thank you all the fans.
頑張ります
We're gonna do our best in our next matches as well. So, once again, thank you for the interview. Congratulations, Forest, for the win. Huang, thank you for the translation as well. Thank you for the interview, everyone.
ということで、なんでしょうね、ユーヒ選手のなんかインタビューとは対になるような
そうですね。
発言でしたね。
はい。まあ優しいってね、人柄がおおらかで優しいっていうのは言われてましたけど。
All right, everyone. I just wanna see how the playoff thingy looks like. I wanna see how this looks like because I'm fairly certain that Dreaming 24 made playoffs. But this wasn't like super obvious because they were like, I read the rules. I know the rules, but like. Oh, they're gonna have an interview with Yui as well, I think. Oh no, sorry, the today's schedule. So this is how today's looks like. I wanna see like the schedule, the standings. Chat, I read the rules. I literally just read the rules on stream. According to the rules, Vero Youth is out because they lost the head-to-head to both Dreaming 24 and Young Gaming. And since Young Gaming actually just beat Dreaming 24, that would mean that they get ahead, but it doesn't really matter. They got 50 instead of 6, but it doesn't matter because as far as I know, the third team is choosing their opponent. I think. Actually, I'm not super sure about this, but I think
いたしました。全9日間にわたるメインステージ
Okay, let's see.
いたしました。改めてストーム、LJL ストームメインステージの最終結果が出ましたので、ストームのポイントランキングの結果を
Here is the final ranking of the Storm. And that's what I said. That's what I said. By the way, I'm just putting it out here. I read the rules. Here's the final standing. Reject and QT are gonna be head to head. I'm not even sure who's winning. I'm pretty sure Reject is gonna be the first because they only lost to each other. They have all the same score besides that. And Reject's game victory was faster. So I'm pretty sure that's already the first. Besides that, 1 to 6 is gonna be playing in playoffs. Unfortunately, for the remaining 6 teams, we have to say goodbye now. The standing doesn't really matter as far as I know because DFM, I'm pretty sure, could choose one opponent from Dreaming 24 or Young Gaming. I don't think that's like predetermined, but it is. But I would assume DFM would want to choose Young Gaming anyways. So my assumption is one semifinal is DFM Academy versus Young Gaming, the other one would be Burning Core versus Dreaming 24. That is my assumption here. And whoever wins, and after those quarterfinals, in the semis, it's gonna be Reject and QT League waiting. Reject would be the first one. Reject being the first team, they are gonna be having the chance to choose their opponent from whoever wins there. But that's gonna be happening next week. But that's gonna be happening next week. More League of Legends, more LJL coming at ya. We actually don't have that many days left. Only playoffs for Storm. And this is definitely our most interesting playoff so far. We actually have 2 strong teams in Reject and QT League. And yep, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. So, third team, DFM Academy, is able to choose their opponent. I would assume they would be choosing Young Gaming. I feel like that's more likely. In that case, it would be DFM versus Young Gaming and Burning Core Toyama versus Dreaming 24. And I would be... I'm not sure who would Reject choose. I'm not sure what would be Reject choosing after... And Chad, I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't matter. Both Reject and QTD can beat all of those other teams in the semi-quarterfinals. Both Reject and QTD can beat every single team who's in round 1. They have done it very convincingly over and over again. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit one-sided in the round 2. But then we get the finals, and I feel like that's gonna be the most hype finals so far in LJL. But that's for the future. That's for the future. I don't think we're gonna get more information today on stream. Obviously, DFM is gonna have a little time to choose their opponent. I'm pretty sure they would be choosing Young Gaming, but there's still a little bit of time left for them to do so. It's not gonna be just now. Okay, that's just the last response segment. There's PCAM. Taiyo.gg/PCAM/LJL. You can win beautiful Evelyn. I was like, because like Iberin doesn't sound like Evelyn. I was like reading Iberin and I'm like, Evelyn. Okay. Some of the names are very different. So yeah, Evelyn or the chat. That's what you can get. I don't play PCAM this season because I was sick for the first week, so I just couldn't do it. So everyone, thank you for watching this stream. I have to go now. I have stuff to do now. I have to go. But I'm gonna tell you. Why is the Vero Youth eliminated? Okay, I explained this. I can explain again. Look. Okay, I'm gonna... I mean, I knew it. I knew they're gonna be eliminated. Basically, the thing is that Dreaming 24, Veryl, and Young Gaming both have the same points and the same game score. The tiebreaker works. The most important is the points. That's the same. Then comes the game score, which is also the same with them. And after that comes the head-to-head record. So basically what happens is these three teams are tied. So we're going to be looking at how they performed against each other. And how they performed against each other, I mean, Viral Youth literally just lost to both Dreamin24 and Young Gaming. And they haven't played them beforehand. Like this is their only match together. So didn't meet in Cycle 2 and didn't meet in Cycle 1 either. But Viral Youth has met these two teams in the third cycle, lost to both of them, and because of that, they are losing the head-to-head to both these teams. And because of that, they're gonna be the third ranking in this matchup. It's because of the head-to-head, because of these two losses. Yep. If they have won against one of them, it would have been a little more interesting. But since Young Gaming, I mean, they beat Dreamin24, yeah. It's head-to-head, yes. The rule is the first tiebreaker is point. I mean, not tiebreaker, like points. Points is the most important. I also showed the. I mean, if you want like the absolute official. Oh wait, this wasn't here. Oh, wait. Where is my? Where is it? J. It is J. There you go. So, if you want like the absolute official. If you want the absolute official thingy. Okay, where is it? I can show you the exact paragraph. Where was tiebreaker? Wait, what? So there's the point system. Tiebreakers. Sorry, basically, if there are 3 or more teams tied, this point is about that. If 3 or more teams are tied, in that case, basically, the first most important is the game score. The game score is the same, then proceed to 2. And the 2 talks about the head-to-head score against each other. That is the second tiebreaker here. And if there is if the head-to-head score is different with the teams, then that becomes the tiebreaker. That becomes the main tiebreaker. If that was also the same, by the way, if that was also the same, then comes the win time, like the average win time. If that was also the same, then we would be ranking the average win times. But the tiebreaker was enough. The tiebreaker was enough to eliminate Viral Youth. Because of that, I mean, I knew this one. I said this on the stream as well. Because of that, basically, Dreamin24 was already in. Like, there was no way that Dreamin24 could lose. They were already in playoffs. They were only playing kind of for Viral Youth. If Dreamin24 would have won, then Viral Youth would be in. But Dreamin24 was already in playoffs. Like, they were already in. And then, obviously, Young Gaming was playing for themselves. Yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. Tomorrow, LCP. Don't forget. LCP is gonna be super interesting. We're gonna have live audience. I'm not sure if I can spoil this or not, but there are some surprises that we were shared. All the co-streamers were shared about. There are some surprises. That's gonna be super fun. There are some changes to the broadcast that actually, personally, I have wanted for super long. There are gonna be some really cool changes to the broadcast. There's gonna be exciting matches. And that's it. That's everyone. I welcome you all to LCP co-stream tomorrow. But this is LJL for today. What a game to end this on. What a storm to end this on. And what a way to send it off to playoffs, which is going to be incredibly interesting. Q3 and Reject probably going to get to the finals. And we finally got to get a close finals. Yes. Thank you everyone for joining in. See you guys tomorrow for LCP co-streams. Bye-bye everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.